Kia ora, welcome into the fourth of our final session here at the 2025 Apollo Projects New Zealand Age Group Swimming Championships. Joining me again in commentary, as he's done all week, Matt Hutchins, 2016 Rio Olympian. Great to have the insights this week, Matt. Just going through the heats this morning, a bit ho-hum, most of them just going through the motions to get into their finals tonight. A few of the finals not quite with the 10 swimmers, meaning a little bit of extra, I guess, comfort this morning through the heats.
Yeah, the 200 butterfly, one of those events not swum by a wide range of swimmers, but the ones that do it normally do it quite well. So a lot of the swimmers in that this morning probably had a nice relaxing swim, as relaxed as you can be in a 200 butterfly, getting themselves ready for a nice swim tonight.
Ariel Machirohondo kicked off, as he likes to do in the morning, getting a qualifying mark in that 200 metres butterfly. Superb swim from him to get his fourth, I think, World Juniors.
Yeah, his fourth time this week, so he's in really, really good form, and he's got the 200 freestyle tonight, so the stress is off that 200 butterfly. I'm sure he'll still want to go out and improve on that swim. You know, it would be interesting to see what he can put down in that 200 freestyle later in the evening as well.
That's right, and at the end of the session, it was Grayson Coulter across that freestyle event as well, with the New Zealand age group record. So that was an awesome 200 free from him. 1:54. He was the fastest through the heats this morning. He will be in lane 4, of course, for his 13-year-old final. Looking at the 200 fly tonight for the girls, as you said earlier to me, hope to see a lot of faster times tonight with them now in their age group final, wanting to get that title.
Yeah, and I think just by being with your own age group, being in your final, we'll tend to see a little bit more competitiveness, maybe changes in race plans, you know, back and forth between some of the lanes. The 200 butterfly, a very strategic race on its own, a very hard race to go out, like we've seen in previous 200s, go out and hang on. You've really got to be strong with it early on and build into that race.
That's right, Alana Rawson, she'll be looking for a triple crown, run the 50 and 100 in the 14-year-old age group. Ariella Riley, a real focus for her in the 16-year-old girls as well. She's got a full program with the 200 free later in the program. And then the men's, Neo Solomonson winning the 50 and 100, now coming together with Ariel. Can he be any sort of threat to inform Ariel Machirohondo?
Yeah, and we spoke to him. You spoke to him the other night. You know, it must give him a huge amount of confidence. PBs in the 50, massive PBs in the 100, coming into the 200 butterfly. We'll see where his fitness is with that. And, you know, he's got someone to go out there and chase with the likes of Ariel.
Then we move to the 100 metres backstroke, where across the girls' events there's lots of the familiar names across the age groups. Hope Wang in the 13-year-old girls, Chanel Huang, so that's the 100 metres breaststroke, not backstroke. Lily McGrath in the 15-year-old, she won the 50. Bridie Quayle, Paige Franklin and Alyssa Wangford in that 16-year-old age group.
Yeah, and absolutely. You know, we're at the third breaststroke event of the week, so it's all names we've seen before, sort of that meeting ground now. The 50 swimmers coming up, the 200 swimmers coming down. It could go anyway. Alyssa Wangford, we saw her absolutely attack that third 50 last night. We'll see if she's got the pace to go out and lead from the front tonight in the 100.
Riley Sayer in the multiclass 100 breaststroke as well. Could we see a record there? Michael Yang just off his own New Zealand age group record this morning in that 13-year-old boys with that cracking 2:25 last night. Surely he's in enough form to get that 1:08.24.
Yeah, absolutely. We've seen some great relay swims for him. We've seen the 50 breaststroke national record time go down and the 200 time, so the 100's almost just waiting to be taken.
Absolutely. And then we move to the 200 metres. The girls, it'll be the Riley sisters battling it out in lanes 4 and 5. Got a note from their father today. Just give us a little bit of a background on the two sisters, which is nice. We'll sort of maybe bring some of that into the commentary tonight. And then there'll be Ariel and Grayson Coulter there. And Grayson Coulter in the 13 and Ariel back in his 16-year-old final tonight.
Yeah, and some just really exciting racing. I think there's a lot of good head-to-head matchups tonight. We're at the second to last night of the meet, so really looking forward to the energy that's going to bring.
We finished with 4x100 metre freestyle relays at the end. Let's kick off the fourth of our final session.
Apollo Projects is New Zealand's trusted specialist for the design and construction of sports, aquatics and education centres, and is proud to be the principal sponsor of Swimming New Zealand.
Please put your hands together and welcome our technical officials as they make their way onto pool deck. Introducing your referees for the boys' events, Hugh Allen. For the girls' events, Erin Jenkins. Starters for the boys' events, Catherine Bell. And for the girls' events, Joe Russell. Your technical director for these championships is Carlreen Gillespie. Thank you, officials. Please be seated. We'll be back after this break to kick off the first of the finals, the 13-year-old girls 200 fly.
Escape to Hawke's Bay, and you'll find yourself in great company here. Welcome to the world's newest great wine capital.
We're going to try and do the wine styles that Hawke's Bay does best. These are the varieties that we champion.
Got the Ovation lamb rub. Enjoy.
Welcome to Hawke's Bay. You're in great company here.
Here's a helmet, here's a map. See you at 4.
Hawke's Bay is the world's newest great wine capital.
Swell it a little bit, it just opens it up.
Join us. You're in great company here. Escape to Hawke's Bay, and you'll find yourself in great company here. Welcome to the world's newest great wine capital.
Well, welcome back. This is the 8th session, or the 4th final session here of the Apollo Projects New Zealand Age Group Swimming Championships. We're live from the Hawke's Bay Regional Aquatic Centre. The first final up in event 35 is the 13-year-old girls 200 metres butterfly. Introducing your finalists in lane 3 from Papamoa Swim Club, Miller Kennedy. Lane 4 from TBSS Central City Swimming, Sienna Webby. And lane 5 from North Shore Swimming Club, Amelia Rose Searle. Beautiful underwater work there by Miller Kennedy of Papamoa. But a great start here too by Amelia Rose Searle from North Shore. Just 3 of the 13-year-old girls. The courageous 3 doing the 200 metres butterfly. All going well, they'll all be rewarded with a medal. It's just what colour it's going to be.
Absolutely, and as I was saying in the pre-meet breakdown, Scott, it's hard enough to swim the 200 butterfly once in a day, having to come back and do it twice. So I'm sure a lot of these girls over the next few heats took a few liberties early on this morning trying to make that heat swim as relaxed as possible, especially these 3 girls, knowing there's not really much of a difference between the lanes they are in. Just maybe a good little practice run this morning, trying out some things, probably a great chance to try some different tactics. As we see Amelia Rose Searle, very strong butterflyer in this age group, taking it out 1:11.42, looking really nice, doing a great job, breathing every 2 strokes, staying in control quite often over a 200 butterfly. You see swimmers tend to go for the breathe every stroke style of butterfly, but keeping that head down often allows you to keep those hips just up a little bit higher. Having to get that head up over the water takes a lot of stress on the legs.
Yeah, this is a fantastic swim by Searle from North Shore. She turns for home, but it's Sienna Webby that does a fantastic third 50 there, 40.78. You wonder whether this is a sign that she's going to make a challenge here.
Yeah, I think Amelia Rose still looking really good. That third 50 may have been a little bit slower than Sienna's, but she's done a good job here to pick up the tempo a little bit. She's keeping those hips nice and high, but butterfly is one of those strokes that the last 15 metres really starts to hurt, but Amelia Rose still looking really good. That technique's remaining strong.
Let's give them a warm welcome into the finish line. It's going to be quite close in the end, but Searle's done enough. 2:34.15, and a great finish by Sienna Webby to get under 2:35 as well. And in comes Miller Kennedy of Papamau. Well done, girls, on your 200 fly. We move now to the 14-year-old girls 200 butterfly. Introducing your finalists in lane 1. From Pukekohe is Lara Miganov. Lane 2 from Pirates, Sadie Percy. 3 from North Shore, Amber Lynn. 4 from St Peters, Alana Rawson. 5 from Trojans, Phoebe Nettle. 6 from Porirua City Aquatics, Alyssa Bai. 7 from Liz Van Willie Aquatics, Mackenzie Jury. 8 from Hamilton Aquatics, Gemma Hay. The 14-year-old girls final, 8 swimmers in the field, and Alana Rawson makes a great start down the first 50. Could this be the triple crown for her? 50, 100, now 200. Timing that touch beautifully, heads into the second 50. Second to the wall was Amber Lynn, third Phoebe Nettle, both sides of her. A body length clear now. Amber Lynn on the inside in 3. And back to Phoebe Nettle from Trojans in 5. Doing a great job. Also, Alyssa Bai from Porirua is hanging in there in lane 6 for 4th.
And Alana Rawson looking really strong here. We've seen her take out the 50 last night and the 100 butterfly earlier in the week. So she's using that speed to her advantage. She had a 4-second lead over the field. You know, as I was saying before, some swimmers opt for the head up, head down breathing. Alana Rawson really relying on that kick to get herself a breath every single stroke here on her butterfly.
This is a good move here by Phoebe Nettle, starting to move up into second now. She's moved in front of Amber Lynn and taking some yardage out of Alana Rawson. And Alana Rawson's going to really concentrate on just diving that head down, keeping those hips up in that final 50. And this is where it starts to hurt.
And that split a little bit slower by Alana Rawson. That last turn just looked a little bit slow, maybe taking a big breath there before really attacking those underwaters off the turn. Phoebe Nettle coming back at her now.
Can she hold on here? Alana Rawson for the triple, starting to fatigue all of the swimmers. This is the tricky part of this event. Alana Rawson digging deep here, really digging deep in this final 10 metres. She's going to get there and be rewarded with a 50, 100, 200 crown in the butterfly in the 14-year-old girls. And well done to Phoebe Nettle, clutches the silver. Third goes to Amber Lynn. And there's the result of the 14-year-old girls. Introducing your 15-year-old girls, 200 butterfly finalists. Lane 1 from Aquablades, Shyla Kennard. Lane 2 from Mount Eden, Alicia Story. Lane 3 from Hawke Pakaranga, Sophia Neems. 4 from Whanganui Swim Club, Paige Conley. 5 from Napier Aquahawks, Scarlet Boats. 6 from Hamilton Aquatics, Poppy Van Genegen. 7 from Icebreaker, Violet Carter. 8 from Mirihiku Swim Club, Olivia Johnson. Again, 8 swimmers in this field, the fastest 8 in the 15-year-old girls. Coming through to the 75-metre mark, Paige Conley takes the lead here, and not far behind is Sophia Neems.
And Paige Conley doing a really good job. We talk about technique and butterfly a lot, getting the head and the chest down, getting the hips up into that stroke. A really strong, as the hands come over from Paige, her head's diving down into that water nicely, forcing those hips up, allowing that undulation through the water. Really important. The higher you can keep your hips in butterfly, the more energy you're going to conserve over that first portion of the race.
And I guess as a swimmer fatigues, there's less pressure on the hands on the pull. The kick starts to not quite be as powerful, and then the hole, that's where it all comes undone, doesn't it, Matt?
Absolutely, and that's why you talk about in a lot of 200s, trying to control when you're kicking the most and when you're pulling. I think in butterfly you want to rely on that leg kick for so much longer than the arms, because if you're trying to do a 200 butterfly just pulling with the arms and shoulders, you're going to have a really, really tough time. So using that powerful kick to explode up over the water relieves a lot of that pressure on your arms.
Paige Conley coming through on her final 50 now, looking in control, looking very strong. Stroke doesn't seem to have changed too much. As you said, getting that chest and head down to get the hips up in the final 25 metres. She looks like she's almost getting faster, Paige Conley. Certainly put in the work here. Conley's going to win this easily in the 15-year-old girls and in absolute style. Second to the wall is going to be Scarlet Boats by the looks of it, and a fight is on for third. But put your hands together for Paige Conley. A convincing win in the 15-year-old girls. And third place, wow, this is interesting. Sophia Neems gets the silver by 7/100ths of a second over Scarlet Boats. A fantastic finish for Sophia Neems. It's not over till it's over in the 200 metres butterfly. A superb technique all the way to the end there. Just showing her endurance and her strength to get through that event. Well done, 2:25, down from a 2:33 through the heats this morning. Well done. Introducing, we'll have a catch up with Paige Conley. Great, because we want to hear how that went. Congratulations, Paige. We were just saying at 2:25, you happy with that time?
I was hoping for a couple of seconds faster, but it's all right.
Your technique hardly looked, it was unchanged pretty much from our point of view the whole way through. How do you make it look so easy?
It didn't feel easy.
You certainly had the hips up nice and high. We've seen, swimmers really struggling in that final 15 metres, but that must be something, that final stage of that race, that's something you've really been working on?
Yeah, that whole race I was focusing on keeping my stomach strong so my hips could get up higher.
Well, it was people should watch because it was textbook. Well done. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Paige Conley, the winner of the 15-year-old girls 200 butterfly.
Introducing now our finalists in the 16-year-old 200-metre butterfly final in lane 1 from Capital Swim Club, Caroline Wilson. In lane 2 from North Shore, Eliza Williams. In lane 3 from Ngātai Tuatea, Ataraika, Marina Nadilo. In 4 from Hamilton Aquatics, Ariella Riley. In lane 5 from Hawke Pakuranga, Leah Yang. In 6 from Hamilton Aquatics, Madison Marlowe. In 7 from Enterprise Swim Team, Rio Sasimoto. And in lane 8 from St. Paul's, Emma Fletcher.
Straight to the front of the field, Ariella Riley and Marina Nadilo. But she'll be back in the 200 freestyle as well. So 2 tough 200s for Ariella Riley tonight. But she won't be thinking about the 200 free right now. She'll be thinking 100% on this 200 butterfly, trying to get the job done here.
Yeah, absolutely. I think she's given herself a really tough schedule, doing lots of 200s. We've seen her in the 400 free and the 400 IM, so I'm sure she's doing a great job at compartmentalising every race, doing it each step at a time. And, at the moment we're seeing how she does take out a lot of these races. She likes to lead from the front, really puts that work in over that first 100 metres. As she settles into her rhythm now, I think there was a very definite change in her stroke rate coming into that last 10 metres. She'll be looking to find a rhythm, keep building through this third 50 metres.
A 1:06.41 through. She's got a 2-second margin over Leah Yang in lane 5, who's come into second place. Marina Nadilo from Ngātai Tuatea Taraika swimming in third. Wellington. And a 1:06 perhaps coming home, and a 1:12 perhaps 1:13. Should see a 2. Could we see a sub 2:20 here? A 2:27 this morning, probably taking things a little bit easy, but it's going to come down to the reaction to this final 50, as we've talked about.
Yeah, looking strong at a 36 there, so if we're coming back in a 36.8, we're going to be right on the money for a 2:20 200 butterfly. Famously, a race that fatigues swimmers a little bit. You don't often see that sudden speed drop over that last 50 metres. If anything, more of a maintenance split over that back half.
She's looking great. 25 metres to go. Ariella Riley has 3 body lengths over Leah Yang in second. Nadillo in third. Can she go under 220? Just outside, and she lunges for all 221.30 for Ariella Riley. A great win, a great swim from the Hamilton Aquatics Club. And look at that board, fully green. All of the swimmers giving it full effort tonight, bringing their times down from this morning, which is awesome to see. We'll catch up with Ariella Riley in a few moments. Congratulations, Ariella. You looked fantastic out there. Congratulations on your win. You've got 200s tonight. Was this the main focus?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Talk us through the event, your plan. Did it all happen as you hoped?
I just knew I had to go out fast on the first 100. I was trying to go under 220, but it didn't happen today. But I think I probably could have pushed the middle part a bit more.
Yeah, we watched a 106 through the first 100. And we were hoping you were under 220. We were gunning for it, but it was just over tonight. But a solid win, well in front of the rest of the competitors tonight. Great performance.
Thank you. Could I just do a quick shout out to?
Absolutely.
I just want to thank my parents for being so supportive, and my sister, and also to my coaches and teammates. Thank you so much for always supporting me.
Ariella Riley off to the warm down pool for the 200 later on in the program. Congratulations.
We move now to your finalists in event 36, the 200-metre butterfly for men. In lane 0, we have from Liz Van Wheelie Aquatics, Will Smith. Lane 1, from Swim Zone Racing, Jonathan Cui. In 2, from Napier Aquahawks, Aidan Carlisle. In 3, from Coast, JK Wang. In lane 4 from Australia, Henry McCarthy. In lane 5 from Australia, Stefan Grant. In lane 6 from Parnell, Kento Wangford. In 7 from Vikings, Benji McLean. In lane 8 from Napier Aquahawks, Phoenix Boats. And in lane 9 from Parnell, Jonathan Bow.
The two visitors in the middle of the pool hoping to drag some of these Kiwis through to some great times. McCarthy from Australia and Grant from Australia, 4 and 5. The fastest of the Kiwis, JK Wang of Coast. And then Kento Wangford, pretty much at the same time of 2:31. But you do wonder whether these 13-year-olds decided to just ease up this morning through the heats. Well, Kento Wangford in the red cap already taken the lead over our Australian visitors through the first 75.
And Kento Wangford looking really, really strong. Gets nice and high up over that water. Really good to see as he comes through. Those feet follow through after the body. You see the heels and the bottom of his feet as he engages every single kick, looking nice and strong, keeping that tempo up. Had a time of 2:31 this morning, out in a 1:06. So he'll want to keep these splits around that 40 to 41 second mark, not letting that time drift too much up around that 2:31. But the Australians are pushing back at him in the middle of the pool.
Kento Wangford trying to go stroke for stroke with Stefan Grant alongside him and Henry McCarthy. JK Wang sitting in second. Third at the moment, I think, is lane 7, Benji McLean. And this could be a great swim here for Kento Wangford.
And as he comes into those last 25 metres, looks like he's picking up that tempo a little bit, doing a bit to close the gap. Really good. He may not catch lane 4, but he could potentially put himself into second overall for this race.
Kento Wangford for the win for the Kiwis. I think he's going to get potentially second overall here. The win goes to Henry McCarthy, and he does. Wangford gets second overall. He'll win the gold for the Kiwis. JK Wang's going to get the silver for Coast. And third goes to Benji McLean, just by 0.15. You just never know how close it's going to be at the end. It could just come down to that last stroke to get your hands to the wall.
And especially in a race like the 200 butterfly, the arms are really starting to burn, the legs are starting to burn. It takes so much effort to get those hands in there. Being so disciplined with that finish is so important, can make such a big difference in the race. As we see on that slow motion replay, Kento Wangford just hitting that wall that little bit harder to get his time up on the board first.
Introducing the 14-year-old boys 200 butterfly final, lane 0 from Porirua City Aquatics, Victor Yu. Lane 1 from Hawke Pakaranga, Austin Lin. Lane 2 from Liz Van Willie Aquatics, Logan Pinkerton. 3 from Capital, Harvey Revel. 4 from Northwave, Tiroa Paki. 5 from Parnell, Michael Chen. 6 from North Shore, Alexis Goatley. 7 from Northwave, Henry Childs. 8 from Aquagym, William Callow. 9 from Nelson South, James Bucock. Tapaki with a 2:20 this morning. And you do feel there's a bit more to give tonight, I'm sure, from him. Michael Chen on his outside, Harvey Revel on the inside in 3. They were 4 seconds back this morning through the heats.
Yeah, and Tapaki, we've seen him dominate the backstroke races so far this week. Good to see him in the 200 butterfly. Really, really nice looking stroke. I talked earlier about getting those feet up behind you in this stroke. Has a nice long reach, a really tall young man. So does a great job of using all of his arms to get out in front of him. Nice soft catch. In other strokes, his backstroke tends to look like he powers his way through the water a little bit. So I'm sure as this race goes on, he's going to rely on that strength through that upper body to get himself through. But at the moment, looking very relaxed, very smooth through the water, dropping that head down nicely into every stroke.
A 101.9 through the 100. New Zealand age group record held at 207.99 by Cameron Burrows.
It would be
19 years ago.
Back 100, but going out in 101, I think you're definitely right. 220 may have been holding back just a little bit there this morning.
Still looking strong. Powering it home. Still a strong kick at the back here for Tapaki. This could be a really good time for him. Starting to come through in second place, Michael Chen. And over here in lane 8, William Callow going well in third. Tapaki coming through in the final 15 metres. He's just going to be outside this New Zealand age group record, but he's smashed his time from this morning, 2:09.97. At a guess, I'd say that'd be a PB. That was a great swim.
Yeah, really good swim. Held his pace and technique well over that second to last and last 50. Out in a 101, back in a 108, showing really good form there to finish that race and looking really strong right at the end.
Standout performance there also by William Callow in lane 8, coming through for a bronze. Moving now to the 15-year-old boys 200 fly final. Lane 0 from Pukekohe, Bishop, Lafale, Pucha. Lane 1 from Hamilton Aquatics, Isaac Wren. Lane 2 from Tawa, Luca Levine. 3 from United, Sebastian Seggers. 4 from Pirates, Declan Broadfoot. 5 from North Shore, Andrew Feng. 6 from Capital, JC Yee. 7 from Stratford Flyers, Kobe Agent. 8 from Hamilton Aquatics, Ari Narayan. 9 from North Shore, Sunny Liu. Pretty even across the field down the first 50 of this 200 fly for 15-year-old boys. Sebastian Seggers takes them through right on that lane rope, that lane line. Not sure what that's about. Now starting to pull himself into the middle of the lane. But he's attacking this from the beginning. Seb Seggers, he's had a good week so far. Once the swimmer knows they're in form, they'll push their bodies. And this is exactly what he's doing. Andrew Feng from North Shore starting to emerge into second place.
Yeah, Andrew Feng, we saw him in the 400-metre IM, so he's obviously a very good butterfly. He'll be looking to control. You kind of want to control this first 100 very similar to the 400 IM, if not trying to build into it just that little bit more. Next to him in lane 4, Declan Broadfoot as well, a swimmer we see in a lot of races over this 200-metre distance. And at the moment, Andrew Feng seems to almost have clawed Seb Seggers back, but Seb Seggers hanging on just a little bit. Really impressed with all three boys. Stroke rate at the moment, no one's really looking like they're dying. All look like they're in control of what they want to be doing.
Broadfoot starting to come through now, showing his endurance. Broadfoot might even, he's just second at the wall now, just 0.3 of a second behind. Seggers has a good push and comes out just a fraction in front.
And Declan Broadfoot about a second and a half faster on that split than the other two next to him, so really looking in control. He'll be looking to build into that now over this last 25.
Declan Broadfoot, can he get there? Sebastian Seggers fighting hard for that first position. Broadfoot comes through. They're not going to catch him from here. What a fantastic last 75 metres from Broadfoot to win. Seggers gets there second, Feng third. And the splash of the water at the finish line indicating he's pretty happy with that. down from a 2:14 heat this morning. And nice to see that sort of congratulations at the wall at the end between swimmers competing across the lanes. We'll catch a word with Declan Broadfoot on his win. Declan, congratulations on a great win there. I saw the hands smash the water at the end. Does that mean you're pretty stoked with that one?
Yeah, I'm pretty happy. All the training and hard work's paid off, and I'm just so grateful.
You had to watch a couple of swimmers either side of you sort of take off really fast in that 100. Was that a bit unsettling, or did you really trust your body knowing that you had it in the back end?
This morning I went out really hard and then faded a bit at the end. So I tried to do the complete opposite, and it just paid off.
Totally did. Now, you do a number of events across the championships. Is this your favourite event, your favourite?
I'd say so, yeah.
Well done. The race plan happened really well. And go and enjoy and celebrate. Congratulations.
Thank you.
We move now to our 16-year-old finalists in the men's 200-metre butterfly. In lane 0 from United, Cole Fujia. In lane 1 from New Caledonia, Maxine Gain. In 2 from Swim Zone Racing, Kane Howard. In 3 from North Shore, Jacob Humphreys. In 4 from Swim Rotorua, Ariel Machirahondo. In 5 from Kiwi, Neo Solomonson. In 6 from Mount Maunganui Swimming, Flynn Beattie. In 7 from St. Paul's, Alexander Kapochin. And in lane 8 from St. Paul's, Josiah Joyce.
As expected, Neo Solomonson just trying to stick with Ariel Machirahondo here. Pressure off with that World Junior qualifying mark being reached this morning, and as he's done so many times, he surprises us at night, bringing us another fantastic performance. Maybe this could be another one. He said, how fast can he go? That's really exciting to hear.
Yeah, I think, and it was pretty clear this morning he wasn't holding back. I think he really wanted to go out there and get that time this morning, and we saw Neo Solomonson take out the 100-metre butterfly. I think Ariel definitely starts to excel once those races get over that 200-metre mark, and we're seeing that now. Really good, strong underwaters here for the 200-metre butterfly. Really good way to build that rhythm of that butterfly kick underwater before getting up on top.
Yeah, just a joy to watch. Keeping it long and relaxed. Well, that's what it looks like from here. I'm sure there's a lot of work going into it. But that's what they say, if you make it look easy, and that's what he does. Just looks beautiful stroke. Comes out to the final 50, Neo Solomonson. And a really, 4-second back.
Really impressive swim building here by Ariel Machirahondo. A 30-point on that split. He's at 128. The national record held by Daniel Loader is a 2:01.33. set back in 1992. So this is going to be an absolute cracking national record to keep on. Even more so, potentially a sub 2 minute 200
Machira
butterfly.
Hondo coming into the finish. Can he get the New Zealand age group record? He does. 2 minutes, .02. He has broken Daniel Loader's 33-year-old New Zealand record by over a second. And Daniel Loader, you will remember, went on to win silver at the Olympic Games the following year, second to Mel Stewart. The same year. Well done. What an improvement Daniel made that year. Wow.
And Scott will have a quick word with our new national record holder and national champion, Ariel Machira Hondo.
Congratulations, Ariel. You said you had maybe had a little bit more. We didn't think you'd have 3 seconds more. How are you feeling?
I'm hammered after that. I didn't think I had that much left either, but I did my best and I'm happy with that result.
That goes down as one of the fastest 200 flyers of anyone from New Zealand. You broke that Daniel Loader's New Zealand age group record, a 2:01.3, down to a 2 minutes .02. And I got that a little bit wrong. He went on to win silver at the Olympic Games that same year. So that just must make you, fill you with confidence that you're right there, you know, internationally so competitive.
Yeah, it's definitely means a lot that I can get up there and swim faster than like some of the greatest swimmers in New Zealand history. That definitely shows me that I do have the potential to keep on improving more and getting up there with some of the top swimmers in the world.
You went hard this morning. You were trying to get that qualifying time. You know, what was the difference tonight for you?
Definitely that second 100. It's easy in a 200 fly to get lost in the tempo and be scared of the last 100, how bad that's going to hurt. But once I kind of figured out how to get through that pain, I think that really made the difference for me, and just getting out faster too and just trying to be fearless.
Love it, absolutely love it. I can't pick which of your swims I enjoyed the most. That one was certainly up there, Ariel. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
And we will take a quick ad break before returning to the water with the Event 37 Women's 100-metre Breaststroke.
Welcome back in. We move now to event 37, the girls 100 metres breaststroke, and introducing your 13-year-old girls finalists. Lane 0 from Napier Aquahawks, Blanca Fernandez das Castillo. Lane 1 from New Caledonia, Tahani Mackay. Lane 2 from North Shore, Michelle A. 3 from Club 37, Soyo Yamagami. 4 from Phoenix Aquatics, Hope Wang. 5 from New Caledonia, Lumen Giorgenti. 6 from United, Georgia Karpik. 7 from Triton, Annabelle Sia. 8 from Enterprise, Lola Stewart. 9 from United, Olivia Oram.
As the girls make their way down the first 50 metres of this 100 breaststroke, Hope Wang puts herself about a body length in front already. One of the more impressive swimmers of this age group here this week. Seems to have no weakness in her stroke. A really nice tempo, really getting those legs behind her on the breaststroke kick. We'll have a look at the split here. 36.06 through the first 100, a second and a half clear. And charging home, second place at the moment, looking like it could be lane 1. Our New Caledonian visitor, Tehani Marquet, meaning second place for the Kiwis. Georgia Karpik in lane 6 from United.
Hope Wang she looks like she's loving this competition. And a 1:16.93, a clear winner there by 5 seconds against her competitors. And Hope Wang, another gold medal for her. And with the relays, might be getting to double figures by the end of the week. Let's have a look at that result. Second goes to Georgia Karpik, third to our visitor, and Michelle I gets the bronze for the Kiwis. Introducing your 14-year-old girls 100 breaststroke finalists, lane 0, Annabelle Shields from Pukekohe. Lane 1, Aite Alafia from Porirua City Aquatics. Lane 2, Samantha Tilley, St Paul's. 3, Olivia Vivian, Wharanui. 4, Chanel Huang from North Shore. 5, India Vaughan, North Shore. 6, Claire Gerson from Tawa. 7, Jasmine Reeder, North Shore. 8, Adriana McCaig from Pirates. And lane 9, Eve Lou, Parnell. The 50-metre champion, Chanel Huang, in lane 4. She was just off that New Zealand age group record, swimming a late 31, I think she did, through the 50. Very, very quick, so she'll be away quickly. But you talked about it the other day, Matt, about stretching out that first 50. You call it sort of, you don't want to call it gliding, but a stretch.
Yeah, and I think all really important to be able to find that balance in the 100 breaststroke. We've got a couple of the 200 breaststroke finalists in here. Olivia Vivian in lane 3. The winner of that last night, India Vaughan, led out the 200 breaststroke last night through the first 75 metres. Chanel Hung, a really fast swimmer, so we'll see how that speed holds up, whether or not she can maintain that speed and rhythm through the second 50. India Vaughan, again, a well-placed in the 200 breaststroke last night, so she'll look to back herself over this last 25 metres.
Chanel Huang looking strong though, eyeing up the wall now. Her swim buddy, India Vaughan, on the outside in 5, but nothing's really changed in that lead. Third place most probably going to Olivia Vivian of Wharanui, a 1:14.55 for Chanel Huang to win the 14-year-old girls 100 breaststroke. Introducing the 15-year-old girls finalists. Lane 0, Francesca Vile from Greendale. 1, Cynthia Lee, Phoenix. 2, Charlotte McLaren, Trojans. 3, Hannah Sampson, Swim Zone Racing. 4, Lily McGrath, Neptune. 5, Kiara Hearns, Tawa. 6, Bianca Chan, Roskell. 7, Taylor Ryder, Jazzy. 8, Emma Eyston, Aquablades. 9, Elizabeth Wari, Cromwell. Lily McGrath won the 50, and she's first seed 1:17.30. And she's from Neptune. You know she's going to be able to bring it home, and if she started fast, she's going to be hard to catch.
Yeah, and Hannah Sampson next to her in lane 3 won the 200 breaststroke last night, used a really good late push in that race. When we start looking at these doubles for these stroke events, the backstroke, breaststroke, selection criteria for things like the Tri-Series really comes into play, the focus really being swimming those 100s and 200s. So I'm sure these two girls will be looking to compete with each other for those spots on those teams. So, you know, those little differences, and you know, here a second or a third can make a big difference in that selection criteria.
Lily McGrath coming through. She got very well off the wall, started upping that rating in that third 25. And that set her up very, very nicely. But coming strongly, Kira Hearns from Tawa. But McGrath will get there for the win for the 15-year-old girls, 1:15.09. Kira Hearns gets the silver and Hannah Sampson the bronze. And that's the 50-100 double for Lily McGrath.
And as we have a look at the replay, all about timing when it comes down to that breaststroke finish, and a really nice time from all three of our medalists there. Full extension through the finish of the race.
We'll get Lily McGrath over here for a quick chat with us following her win. Congratulations, Lily. A big smile on your face there, the 50-100 metre double. You must be happy with taking home 2 breaststroke events here this week.
Definitely, I wasn't expecting that at all.
Now, what were your goals coming in with the breaststroke events, the 50, 100, 200? Have you achieved those this week?
Definitely, well and truly. I really, really wanted to hit that 115, so I was so happy.
Do you want to say hello to anyone in Dunedin?
Yeah, I would really like to say hi to my dad. Thank you so much for watching me.
Good on you, Lily McGrath, ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the 15-year-old girls 100 metres breaststroke.
And introducing now our finalists in the 16-year-old women's 100-metre breaststroke final. In lane 0 from Kiwi, Olivia McBride. In lane 1 from Parnell, Alyssa Wangford. In lane 2 from Blenheim, Nicola Lovell. In 3 from St. Paul's, Isabel Blackmore. In lane 4 from Central Hawke's Bay, Paige Franklin. In lane 5 from Whananui, Bridie Quayle. In lane 6 from Icebreaker Aquatics, Emily Thompson. In 7 from Club 37, Kitty Lovat. In 8 from Hamilton Aquatics, Neve Hills. And in 9, from North Canterbury Swim Club, Colby Gibson.
This is going to be a good battle, this one. Paige Franklin and Bridie Quayle going out together. Bridie Quayle just edging ahead through the first 25, wanting to get an advantage at the turn.
And over in lane 1, Alyssa Wangford, the 200 breaststroke national champion last night from Parnell. She looks like she's putting herself in the mix here early in the race. But it will be Bridie Quayle just ahead of Alyssa Wangford. 34s for the girls down the race. Last night, Alyssa really used that third 50. She was the only swimmer under 40 seconds in that leg of the race. So she's got the speed to get up and go.
This could be a bit of a tactical play, this one from Alyssa Wangford out there in 1. And now the 2 red caps of Wharanui and Parnell racing it off in the final 25. Hard to see who's in front at the moment. Wangford, the 200-metre specialist, coming through. I think Wangford's going to get this from lane 1.
And Paige Franklin also making a late push as well. She might get herself up into the silver position.
And Alyssa Wangford wins it. Franklin gets the silver. Quayle gets the bronze. Very close indeed. $1:14.97. She did a 1:20 this morning, certainly letting it cruise this morning and get herself into the final in an outside lane. And yes, you can see a bit more doing breaststroke from the side angles, but you can't see over to lane 1. So that quite possibly a good little play there from Alyssa Wangford. She had that endurance of the 200 metres to really bring it home strongly. We'll catch a word with Alyssa Wangford.
Looking at that top 3 swimmers all under that 1:16. The podium well clear of the rest of the field. A nice competitive race to wrap up our girls' 100-metre breaststroke as Alyssa makes her way over to have a word with Scott.
Congratulations, Alyssa. Taking it from a 1:20 down to a 1:14. Was the tactic this morning just to ease it out, go a bit slower this morning to get an outside lane, or was that just how it happened?
I was trying my best, but I was just slow in the heats today. But
well, that's a huge improvement and a fantastic way to win from lane 1. Now these tattoos, who's the mastermind behind those?
Sorry?
Who's the mastermind? Who put that together with the tattoos on the cheek? And that's quite a cool thing to bring to the age groups.
My coach encouraged the team to do it. Yeah, Max Polyansky.
Oh, I think it's awesome. So the 100 metres and the 200 metres, you must be absolutely stoked with your week this week.
Yeah, I'm really tired. I just want to sleep now.
Well, congratulations on your win. Nice work.
Thank you.
And we move now to introduce your finalists in event 115, the 100-metre breaststroke multi-class final for women. In lane 4 from Matamata Swim Club, Riley Sayer. And in lane 5 from Aqua Gym, Charlotte Murphy.
So she wasn't far away from her own 16 and under New Zealand record for S7 this morning. She's got to do a little bit more work to get down to that World Para qualifying time of just under 1:47, but anything's possible here with Riley Sayer. She loves the evening sessions.
Yeah, and she's had a really good meet so far. We've seen some really good time drops. We know On the 50 freestyle, she was very fast. You know, over the 50 breaststroke, she was really fast. I believe it was another national record there. So she's definitely on form and swimming really, really well this week. So we'll keep an eye on the split here going through the first 50 and keep an eye on if she's on track.
What I'm impressed with is just the balance she's got in the stroke. She's using stroking with her left hand and trying to keep, the balance upright, being able to. She's got the full use of her legs there to give her a big push from behind. That must have been something she's really had to work on and learn over the last 12 months.
Yeah, and Riley Sayer is already nearly 3 seconds faster through that first 50 metres of her 100 breaststroke here tonight. So that 3-second drop putting her right in the realm for this 1:46.97 for the World Para Series qualifying time for her.
World Paras will take place later in the year. And let's make some noise for Riley Sayer. Let's try and get her under this World Para qualifying time. 1:46.97. Have a look at the clock. She does it with 0.8 of a second to spare. Riley Sayer has gone 4 seconds quicker to go underneath that World Para qualifying mark, and she has gone under her own 16 and under record for S7. Now we turn our attention to Charlotte Murphy in the SB6 category. She was slightly off her PB this morning with a 2:30. And coming in, 2:24. 6 seconds faster. Certainly done something different tonight. Well done. Congratulations, Riley. What a great performance tonight. 4 seconds quicker than this morning and another World Para time. What was the difference tonight? You're 3 seconds down faster, so you must have just gone out a heap faster, right?
To be honest, I think it was just trying to go faster in the finals. I know that I can do, so I think I found myself burning coming to that wall down there, and I was like, no, Riley, we've got to push through, we've got to get through it. And I got through it, and I was so proud of myself when I got to the end.
You smashed that qualifying time, 0.8 of a second underneath it. How many qualifying times have you got now? I think we've seen 2 or 3 here, haven't we?
4, baby!
4. That's awesome. Now, you've got a really good support team. See your mum's there. You've got so many people around you. Do you want to name some people?
Around the corner is Jess. She's one of my best supporters over there. She always supports me through all of mine. And always there's a really good energy, and I think she also helps when I do coming to my finals. She's always really like my hype girl, really like her. And yeah, I just love my family. You know, my family they watch at ridiculous times in the UK to watch me, and I love them so much, and I just love every part who's a part of my journey right now. I love them to bits.
Well, your hype girl's done a great job tonight. I think you should give her a big pat on the back. Well done, Riley Sayer. Another World Para qualifying mark.
Thank you.
And we roll now to event 38, the men's 100-metre breaststroke, introducing your 13-year-old finalists in lane 0 from Coast, Seamus Avery. In lane 1 from North Shore, Jonathan Yang. In 2 from Pukekohe, Isaiah Tuau. In 3 from North Shore, Johan Albert Vorster. In 4 from Phoenix, Michael Yang. In 5 from United, Finaloa. In 6 from Parnell, Leo Liu. In 7 from Waitakere, Manson Meng. In lane 8 from United, Hayden Ling. And in lane 9 from Roskill, Ethan Chan.
Really attacking this first 50, Michael Yang. Really fantastic rating down this first 50. And that's his trademark, and he's coming through to touch at the 50. First by a good margin, Finn Ala from United, not far behind.
Yeah, and 31.94, a really good split. Saw him on the first night of the meet this week. He split a 106 on the 400 medley relay for Phoenix. So you know that 108.24 in the program is certainly under threat. He's taken out the 250 breaststroke national records. He's looking to beat his own time here, looking really sharp at the moment.
Michael Yang coming in to win the 13-year-old boys 100 breaststroke. In a new New Zealand age group record time of 107.32. He's gone under his own mark by just under a second and brought the boys with him too, with a few great times on the board. A 13-year-old New Zealand age group record for Michael Yang. We're going to catch a word with Michael Yang. Good on you, Michael. 107. Was your goal to come in and get 3 New Zealand age group records this week? Was that sort of part of your thought?
Definitely. Yeah.
Well, you can tick that box with a big, big black marker because you have done that in style. 225 last night, which blew us away. 107 tonight. You are a very promising breaststroke. We can't wait to see how fast you get as you grow older, mate. Well done.
Thank you.
Michael Yang, ladies and gentlemen. 13-year-old boys, 100 breaststroke.
And introducing now your 14-year-old finalists in lane 0 from Icebreaker Aquatics, Lewis Ives. In lane 1 from Heratanga Sun Devils, Brandon Ture. In 2 from United, Matthew Jang. 3 from Stratford Flyers, Jaya Otane. In 4 from Hawke Pakuranga, Rick Zhao. 5 from Porirua City Aquatics, Asher Thomas. 6 from Coast, Runsheng Wang. 7 from Otaki Titans, Jack Kennett. In 8 from Hawke Pakuranga, Travis Henderson. And in lane 9 from United, Junu Su.
Interesting seeing all the different types of techniques in here of the breaststroke. And each their own, really, different body types. And Rick Zhao comes through the first 50, leads by a full second over Asher Thomas and Jaya Otane.
Yeah, I believe really interesting range of strokes. I guess at the end of that, as long as you can keep those hips high, power yourself forward with those legs in behind the arms, it's all getting you to the end in the same way. And at the moment, Rick Zhao looking really, really strong. Potentially starting to tie up right next to him, Asher Thomas. A little bit of a shorter, faster stroke rate for him.
Rick Zhao coming in to win the 14-year-old boys. Second looks like Asher Thomas. Third will go to Jaya Otane. And he went from the start to finish 109.18. Introducing your 15-year-old boys, 100 metres breaststroke. Lane 0 from Parnell Swimming, Will Herbert. Lane 1 from Waverley, Lasana Lafoga. Lane 2 from Hawke Pakuranga, Aidan Taylor. 3 from North Shore, Michael Brady. 4 from New Caledonia, Euron Nadonche. 5 from United, Danny Sun. 6 from Tawa, Frederick Mills. 7 from Tawa, Roman Anderson. 8 from Hawke Pakuranga, Byron Ling. 9 from Ashburton, Connor Jenkins. Michael Brady in lane 3, he was in lane 9 this morning for his heat and took, 4 seconds off his seed time to get into this final. So he anchored that North Shore relay last night. Nadonche in the middle, the visitor, but lane 5, Danny Sun taking advantage, really cracking up this first 50.
Yeah, and Danny Sun, we've seen in the last couple of years really strong competitor in these breaststroke races. It feels like we haven't seen him too much here this week, so this 100 breaststroke really looking to claim his first title, make sure he gets at least one on the board for United, and looking really strong next to him. United's Frederick Mills looking like he's coming home strong. We've seen him take out the 50 earlier this week.
So here we go down to the finish. He's taken over Nadonche. Danny Sun there. Can Frederick Mills do the 50-100 double? Danny Sun trying really hard to hold on. I think he's done enough. Danny Sun coming in to win the 15-year-old boys. 100 metres breaststroke. 108.09. And brings his time down by a further 1.2 seconds from the heats. Really put it on the line with that very, very fast first 50. And had the goods to bring it home as well. Looks like Frederick Mills will take the silver for the Kiwis. We'll have a chat to Danny Sun about his win. Hey Danny, congratulations on your win, 108 this evening. Talk us through what were your goals coming in, and have you fulfilled one of those goals with this win tonight?
Yes, definitely.
100, is that a good time for you? You happy with that?
Yeah, I'm quite happy with that.
Now you've got two fantastic coaches at your club with Andrew Jeffcoat and Andy McMillan. It must be great having two coaches that have been to the top level to inspire you and teach you.
Yes, definitely.
Danny's son, ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the 16-year-old boys 100 metres breaststroke. Congratulations. The 15-year-old boys.
And introducing now our 16-year-old finalists for the 100-metre breaststroke in lane 0 from United, Yin Cheng Li. Lane 1 from Liz Van Wheelie Aquatic, Zach Pask. Lane 2 from Roskilde, Nemanja Markovic. In 3 from North Shore, Dmitry Kuzmenkov. In lane 4 from United, Cameron Karpik. In 5 from North Canterbury, Ryland Wheeler. In lane 6 from North Shore, Alwyn Bow. In lane 7 from St Paul's, John Park. Lane 8 from Pukekohe Swim Club, Daniel Smith. And in lane 9 from Wanaka, Hinato Watanabe.
Sixteen-year-old boys, 100-metre breaststroke final. Cameron Karpik, a New Zealand age group record holder. He's really performed well in his 13, 14, 15 years, and now lane 4 for the 16-year-old boys. What can he do this evening? Fast start for Ryland Wheeler here from North Canterbury.
Yeah, Ryland.
And also Alwyn Bell.
Ryland Wheeler, the silver medalist in the 50-metre breaststroke. I believe Alwyn Bell, the gold medalist in the 50-metre breaststroke. So you know those two are going to fly out. Ryland took out the 200 last night, so this is where the race really starts to balance out. At the moment, a slightly longer stroke there than Alwyn Bell. You'll look for Ryland to really pick that tempo up here over this last 25 metres to get himself in the race, but it is Alwyn Bell at the moment hanging on to it.
Alwyn Bell coming through. Can Wheeler reel him back in the final few metres and coming through? It is Cameron Karpik as well. This one's going to be interesting. Wheeler gets there. Bow gets second and Karpik gets the bronze, but look at that, just 0.27 of a second separating the top three.
Yeah, and I think when we see the replay of that finish, it's really going to come down to the timing of that last stroke. Looks like Ryland managed to hit that wall on a full extension of a stroke, whereas Alwyn Bell potentially got caught a little bit long. We'll see it as we come in here. That last stroke, oh so important. Yeah, Ryland Wheeler diving forward right at the perfect time to secure that victory.
That was just a classic case of 50-metre swimmers and 200-metre swimmers coming together for the 100. We'll catch a word with Ryland Wheeler. Here with Ryland Wheeler. Congratulations, Ryland. The 200, the 100. I'm guessing you had some sprinters in that field, and so it was trying to start with as much pace as you can, right?
Yeah, just trying to go at easy speed, holding the length from the 200, and just bring it home.
How far out from that wall, knowing it's going to be so important to get the right touch, how far out from that wall do you start to kind of try and plan that out?
Just about at the flags-ish, or some 2 meters behind. Just struggling with my finishes sometimes.
You'll watch that replay and you'll know exactly why you won that. You came in on a full stroke. It was beautiful. Well done on your win tonight.
Thank you.
Our last final for the 100-metre breaststroke now, the men's multi-class in lane 3 from Dannevirke Swim Club, Jonty Howland. In lane 4 from Porirua City Aquatics, Nathaniel Wood. And in lane 5 from Otaki Titans, Lucas Robbins.
Well, both Nathaniel Wood and Lucas Robbins did great times this morning in their heats. And I think Jonty did a pretty good job too. So the winner of this event will be based on their time versus the world's best time in their impairment class over the 100 metres breaststroke. So there is a little bit of a delay in finding out who the actual winner is. But look at this, they've come together at the 50, Robbins and Wood. And the time on the paper at the end is quite different. It's 6 seconds. So
yeah, so potentially a different race plan from Lucas here tonight. He's out a lot faster. He had a great start. He was about a body length ahead from that first breakout, really taking it to Nathaniel. So I don't think that 6-second difference is going to show here in this final tonight. It is going to be a much tighter race as they come through this last 25 metres. And as I say that, Nathaniel Wood tends to just almost swim past him, really picking up that tempo nicely.
A 1:36 for Nathaniel Wood this morning. This is going to be a big improvement for Lucas Robbins. A 1:35 and a 1:37. Well done, boys. Both 15 years of age. Both in impairment class SB9. And here comes Jonty Howland, the 13-year-old. A 2:13, 5 seconds quicker than this morning. Well done, Jonty. We'll catch up with Nathaniel on that win. We're waiting on the results. There it is, 1:35. Nathaniel, congratulations. I'm loving the fact you're going faster at nights. What is it about swimming at night that you feel you get a faster time?
I just feel more warmed up at night. My body's woken up.
What's your go-to food to make sure you're energised? What do you like to eat throughout the day to give you energy?
At the moment, I'm eating lots of almonds before my races.
That's something someone can learn, I'm sure. Munch a few more almonds, get PBs at night. Congratulations on your swim today.
Thank you.
Nathaniel Wood, ladies and gentlemen, winning the 100 breaststroke.
And we will move to a quick ad break before returning to the action with some prize ceremonies for our first 2 events here this evening.
Escape to Hawke's Bay, and you'll find yourself in great company here. Welcome to the world's newest great wine capital.
We're going to try and do the wine styles that Hawke's Bay does best. These are the varieties that we champion.
Got the ovation, lamb rub. Enjoy.
Welcome to Hawke's Bay. You're in great company here.
Here's a helmet, here's a mat. See you at 4.
Hawke's Bay is the world's newest great wine capital.
Swell it a little bit, it just opens it up.
Apollo Projects is New Zealand's trusted specialist for the design and construction of sports, aquatics and education centres, and is proud to be the principal sponsor of Swimming New Zealand.
Welcome back to the Apollo Projects New Zealand Age Group Swimming Championships. We are moving into the first of our medal ceremonies for the events that have taken place tonight. Presenting medals, Aidan Withington-Edwards, head coach of Swim Rotorua. Thank you, Aidan, for helping us out here. And we start with the 200 butterfly for girls, 13 years. Bronze goes to Miller Kennedy, Papamoa, 2:45.70. Silver goes to Sienna Webby, TBSS, Central City Swimming, 2:34.83. And gold goes to Amelia Rose Searle from North Shore, 2:34.15. And moving now to the 14-year-old girls, 200 fly. Bronze goes to Amber Lynn, North Shore, 2:30.50. Silver, Phoebe Nettle, Trojans, 2:25.65. And winning the gold, Alana Rawson, St Peter's, 2:24.77. Fifteen-year-old girls, bronze goes to Scarlet Boats, Napier Aquahawks, 2:33.99. Silver goes to Sophia Neems, Hawke Pakaranga, 2:33.92. And winning the gold, Paige Conley, Whanganui Swim Club, 2:25.57. Sixteen-year-old girls, bronze goes to Marina Nadillo from Ngātai Tuatea Taraika Swimming, 2:31.44. And silver goes to Leah Yang, Hawke Pakaranga, 2:27.04. And gold, Ariella Riley, Hamilton Aquatics, 2:21.30. Moving on to our next presentation, 13-year-old boys, 200 fly. Bronze medals go to Benji McLean and Stefan Grant from Australia. 2:31.88 and 2:21.54. Benji from Vikings. Silver medal goes to JK Wang, Coast, 2:29.52. Gold goes to Kento Wangford from Parnell and Henry McCarthy, Australia, 2:21.48 and 2:20.05. Fourteen-year-old boys, William Callow gets the bronze, 2:18.29. From Aquagym, silver goes to Michael Chen, Parnell, 2:16.10. And winning the gold from Northwave, Tiraroa Paki, 2:09.97. Fifteen-year-old boys, Andrew Feng gets the bronze from North Shore, 2:13.79. Silver goes to Sebastian Seggers, United, 2:12.48. And the winner, Declan Broadfoot, Pirates, 2:11 flat. Sixteen-year-old boys, 200 butterfly. Bronze goes to Jacob Humphreys, North Shore, 2:12.33. Silver goes to Neo Solomonson from Kiwi, 2:08.58. And winning in a new 16-year-old New Zealand age group record and World Junior qualifying time, Ariel Machirahondo, Sum Rotorua, 2 minutes, .02. Moving now to the 100 breaststroke for girls, 13 years. 2 bronze medals, Lumen Giorgenti, our visitor from New Caledonia, and Michelle I from North Shore. 1:22.10 for Michelle and 1:21.99 for Lumen. Silver goes to Georgia Karpik, United, 1:21.89. And winning, Hope Wang, 1:16.93, Phoenix Aquatics. Fourteen-year-old girls, Olivia Vivian wins the bronze, Wharanui Swim Club, 1:18.23. Silver goes to India Vaughan, North Shore, 1:16.23. And winning the gold, Chanel Huang, North Shore, 1:14.55. Fifteen-year-old girls 100 breaststroke. Third, Hannah Sampson, Swim Zone Racing, 1:16.44. Silver, Kira Hearns, Tawa, 1:15.71. And gold, Lily McGrath, Neptune, 1:15.09. Sixteen-year-old girls, bronze, 100 breaststroke goes to Bridie Quayle, 1:15.65. Silver, Paige Franklin, 1:15.52 from Central Hawke's Bay Swimming. And winning the gold, Alyssa Wangford, Parnell, 1:14.97. Multiclass girls, 100 breaststroke, silver, Charlotte Murphy, Aquagym, 2:24.68. And winning in a 16 and under S7 New Zealand record, 1:46.15, Riley Sayer. And world para qualifying time. "13-year-old boys, 100 breaststroke, medal ceremony. Bronze, Leo Liu, Parnell, 1:15.18. Silver goes to Finn Alau, 1:10.26, United. And the gold medalist was Michael Yang, but he's now getting told off by his coach. Move on to the 14-year-old boys. Jaya Oteni from Stratford wins the bronze, 1:11.36. Silver goes to Asher Thomas, Porirua City Aquatics, 1:11.07. And the gold goes to Rick Zhao, 1:09.18, Hawke Pakaranga. "15-year-old boys, 100 breaststroke. Bronze goes to Michael Brady, 1:09.44, North Shore. Silvers go to Frederick Mills from Tawa, 1:09.37, and Yaron Nadonche from New Caledonia, 1:08.12. The gold goes to Danny Sun, 1:08.09, United. "16-year-old boys, 100 breaststroke. Bronze goes to Cameron Karpick, United Swimming, 1:06.77. Silver goes to Alwyn Bow, North Shore, 1:06.50. And the gold to Ryland Wheeler, 1:06.44. Boys multiclass medal ceremony. Bronze goes to Jonty Howland, Dannyburg, 2:13.80. Silver to Lucas Robbins, Otaki Titans, 1:37.13. And winning the gold, Nathaniel Wood, 1:35.48, Porirua City Aquatics. A big thanks to Aidan Withington Edwards, head coach of Swim Rotorua, for presenting those medals for us. We'll be back after this break to resume racing with the girls 200 freestyle 13-year-old final.
Apollo Projects is New Zealand's trusted specialist for the design and construction of sports, aquatics and education centres, and is proud to be the principal sponsor of Swimming New Zealand.
Please welcome to pool deck the 13-year-old girls making their way behind the blocks for the 200 metres freestyle. In lane 0 from Enterprise, Lola Stewart. Lane 1 from United, Amelia Hoglinger. Lane 2 from North Shore, Taya van der Westhuizen. 3 from Club 37, Marley Coverdale. 4 from Neptune, Annalise Miller. 5 from Phoenix, Hope Wang. 6 from Wanaka, Sophia McClintock. 7 from Club 37, Soyo Yamagami. 8 from Evolution Aquatics, Georgia Dusk. 9 from Pukekohe, Isla Church. The long sprint, they call it, the 200 metres freestyle. Can't afford to hold back too much at the beginning. You've got to back yourself through the 200 metres, but it is a slow build, I guess, that easy speed down that first 50 and then a constant build over each 50 to try and get those splits as even as you can and then leave the last 25 with everything you've got. And it's Hope Wang back at the front. Yeah. After her win in the 200 metres butterfly.
Absolutely. I think that 200 metre freestyle, as with any 200, you've got to be really brave through that middle 80 to 100 metres. The second and third 50 is so important to set yourself up. So many people try to just go fast, hang on in the middle, and then try to come home faster. There is a gradual build to the whole thing, but as you said, it is at the same time pretty much just a long sprint. It's a very tough race to get right. I always found it was the best race to have a taper for, but quite often the hardest race to be doing mid-season.
Just 4/100 of a second in it between Hope Wang and Annalise Miller, 4 and 5. Eyeing each other up down this third very important 50. Hope Wang just in front at the moment. But Annalise Miller breathing to her left, looking at her competition.
And this could be potentially one of the biggest challenges we've seen for Hope Wang this week. She's really dominated every race she's been in, so really good to hear. A really nice competitive race. They go in 0.01 of a second between them on the turn.
And looking at the 50, almost identical in that last 50 as well. So this is going to come down to the final lap here. Annalise Miller and Hope Wang. Hope Wang just starting to soar in front now. Senses a bit of a weak moment there and takes the advantage over Annalise Miller. And Hope Wang, it's not sewn up yet, but she's got a little bit of a lead going into the final 10 metres. She will get there. A seasoned competitor at just 13 years of age, knows how to win these races. 2:12.53, down from a 2:17 or 2:18 this morning in the heat, probably after a 200 fly heat, just wanting to get through to the final. And just checking out who got the bronze there. It was Marley Coverdale from lane 3. Introducing your 14-year-old girls 200 freestyle final. Lane 0, Sadie Percy, Pirates. Lane 1 from United, Mila Tongalia. Lane 2 from North Shore, Lani Kim. 3 from United, Octavia Mahoney. 4 from Wharanui, Tandia Fisher. 5 from St Peter's, Alana Rawson. 6 from Howard Pakaranga, Maeve McDonnell. 7 from Hamilton Aquatic, Sophie Peters. 8 from Trojans, Phoebe Nettle. And 9 from Pirates, Adriana McCaig. Well, Lana Rawson, fresh off her win from the 200 metres butterfly, and she really put everything into that one. It was a close one, but she got there in the end. She started strongly, so hopefully she's had a good warm down. But at the moment, it is lane number 4, Tandia Fisher from Wharanui. You know her well from coaching Matt. She's a gutsy little swimmer.
Yeah, and we saw her last night in that 400 free. Really executed a perfect race plan. Really starting to step into those longer distances. I think it's a really tough field here in this 200 freestyle. 4 of these girls in the pool all sub the minute in the 100 freestyle earlier in the week. All swimming slightly differently. Tandia Fisher has had a really, really fantastic match. Has dropped a lot of time in all of her races, and she'll be buoyed by confidence from her 400 last night, knowing that she's probably got the advantage over the back half of this field over some of these girls. So at the moment, swimming with a lot of confidence, trying to put herself in the race. I think a very competitive swimmer, and she really wants to go out there and win and do the right thing.
Octavia Mahoney was the fastest on the seat on the paper this morning, 2:08. Can she bring some of that form to this 200 freestyle tonight? She's trying to stay in touch here with Tandia Fisher as they make their way down the third 50.
Yeah, and I think talking about finishing fast, I think often you find in those longer races, swimmers tend to find it a little bit easier to finish fast. You can hold back a little bit. The 200 freestyle really burns on your legs going into that last turn. You often find as you turn, the body tightens up a little bit. So having that ability to sprint home here, those first 5 or 6 metres off that last wall are so important.
Tandia Fisher is still leading by quarter of a body length, but Octavia Mahoney not making it easy for her. Coming down, breathing to her left and right. Knows exactly what she needs to do here. Digging deep, putting the head down, looking for that perfect finish with fingers to the wall. She's going to need it. Tandia Fisher and Octavia Mahoney. Fisher gets there by 5/100ths of a second. Very, very close. And looking at that final 50, look at that. Mahoney got there 33.22, the fastest of the lot down that last lap. And nothing like an exciting finish.
Yeah, and to
get the crowd going.
A slightly different race strategy we've seen there from Tandia Fisher. She led that one out from the start and trusted that back half of that race, and that finish, you'd think maybe if there was 2 or 3 more strokes, it might have even got a little bit closer.
Great job to all the girls in the 14-year-old race there. Introducing your 15-year-old girls, lane 0, Megan Scott, swim Timaru. 1, Pippa Jury, Jazzy. 2, Erica Orbell, North Shore. 3, Isabella McIntyre, Taiti Swim Club. 4, Madeline Wilson, Swim Zone Racing. 5, Louisa Palmer, Wanaka. 6, Paige Conley, Whanganui Swim Club. 7, Jessica Richardson, Hamilton Aquatics. 8, Tessa Scott, St Paul's. 9, Ella Hanley, Tawa. Madeline Wilson's had a great champs, been on top of the podium a few times here. Swimming for Swim Zone Racing in Lower Hutt. And this time, no clear leader through that first 50. No one swimmer deciding to gun it from the front. We'll have to see how this unfolds.
Yeah, and I think this morning, Madeline Wilson had a really good last 50. She really attacked probably the last 6 or 7 metres into her third turn, and then that last 50, she really dropped the hammer on the field and looked really, really comfortable. So we'll see as the race develops if that is the same strategy or if the other girls are going to be able to stay with her. 0.2 of a second between the top 4 through the 100 metres.
Madeline Wilson leads. Not a lot in it, lane 5. This is Louisa Palmer. Paige Conley is right there too, a real competitor. She won that 200 fly in style earlier this evening. So she's right there and starting to come up. Isabel McIntyre. So not a lot difference between the 100 metres before. They're going to turn, and it's really going to come down to this last lap.
Yeah, I think going to get a good turn. I think you'll see a lot of them stay under the water a little bit here, a little bit of variety. Madeline Wilson does a great job getting herself up past the flag. She'll trust herself in an out-and-out sprint. The 150 champion so far this week, so we know she's got the speed, she's got the wheels to get the job done.
She's breathing right way as well, breathing to her right. She can see Palmer and Conley there. The rating's starting to improve now. Paige Conley really digging in here in lane 6. But Madeline Wilson, I think, has done enough to win it. Coming fast in 3 with McIntyre as well. An exciting finish. Madeline Wilson gets there, then Conley, then McIntyre. And let's have a look at it. It's 0.6 of a second separating the top 4. One of the closest we've seen. We'll have a chat to Madeline Wilson for that win. You didn't need to run, but that's okay. Madeline Wilson, congratulations. The 50, 100, 200 double. That one you had to really work hard till the end. You were breathing to the right, I think, looking over there. Could you see what you needed to do in that last 25?
Yeah, I reckon just wanted to bring it home, so that was good.
How do you balance that? You know, the 50 metres, you got the speed. The 100 metres, you've got to try and bring it home. The 200, a bit more endurance there. So how do you sort of manage that game plan and how you where the speed comes in when you know the endurance coming?
Just in training, we've been working on building understanding and making sure that we can endure the whole race. So that's good.
And in Nainai, how much long course time do you have in there? Do they split the? You know, how often do you have that 50 metre pool?
We try and get it a couple or most mornings.
That must be quite beneficial for you, especially coming to these big meets.
It's been really cool getting that recently, yeah.
Madeline Wilson, ladies and gentlemen, winner of the 50, 100 and 200 freestyle. Congratulations.
And introducing now your 16-year-old finalist in the women's 200-metre freestyle in lane 0 from Club 37, Macy Haynes. In lane 1 from Stratford Flyers, Mila Gwazinski. In lane 2 from United, Kayla Knight. Lane 3 from North Canterbury, Millie Bell. In 4 from Hamilton Aquatics, Indiana Riley. In lane 5 from Hamilton Aquatics, Ariella Riley. In lane 6 from Neptune, Charlotte Aburn. 7 from Nelson South, Tegan Stewart. Lane 8 from Aquablades, Talon Hickford. And in lane 9 from Hedatunga Sun Devils, Lola Nichols.
The Riley sisters alongside each other here. Ariella Riley, the winner of the 200 metres butterfly in lane 5, is sister in 4. Millie Bell, the winner of the 50 and 100 metre freestyle in 3, and the 50 butterfly. So got some real talent in this field. And like we've seen earlier, it's interesting how sort of this 200 and all the different sprinters and the distance swimmers converge on this this event.
Yeah, and I think you find the 200 is one of those things that's very, as the world gets faster in a lot of races, the 50s are really starting to become such specialised events that nowadays, if you weren't a really specific 50 freestyler, you tend to fall into that 100 and 200 range, which we're seeing with the likes of Millie Bell. But then next to her with Ariella Riley, we see someone who does the 400 and all of the 200s coming into this 200 freestyle. So really changes race strategies. It probably gives confidence a little bit more to those distance swimmers that if they're in the race halfway through, they trust themselves to power on home.
Charlotte Aburn doing a great job in lane 6 from Neptune. We've talked about their program down there being often a distance focus, and they do such a good job down there. Ariella Riley leads the way at the moment, but Aburn right on her shoulder. Indiana Riley is sitting in 3rd. Millie Bell is right there too. What sort of back end has she got? Millie Bell starting to wind it up, but Ariella Riley really wants her 2nd title of tonight.
And I really like what Ariella Riley's been able to do. She's been able to keep this really nice high stroke rate. Looks like she's catching that water well out front, but really getting those arms through underneath her nice and fast.
You can see she said she's going to have to go all the way to the wall here with Charlotte Aburn. Really doing a fantastic final 25. Ariella Riley will win it 2:07.58. Aburn gets 2nd. Riley gets 3rd. And a 2:07.58 down from a 2:12 this morning. And not often you win a 200 butterfly and a 200 freestyle in the same session. It's quite an achievement.
Yeah, and really impressed by her ability to back up these races day by day and session by session, but as well to take that race out with so much conviction. The stroke rate was up nice and high from the start, so not showing too much signs of fatigue. Looking at the final results there, all 3 of these girls under that 2:10 mark, as the swimmers all congratulate themselves, each other getting out of the water, and Scott will have a quick word with our winner.
Congratulations, Ariella. Another big smile from you. The double tonight, 200 fly, 200 free. Did you feel any remnants of that 200 fly and that 200 free there? Could you feel it in the muscles, or had you flushed it all out and it was gone?
I don't really feel it too much. I mean, obviously 200 free and 200 fly are really hard races, so I don't know, I guess I just kind of felt them the same.
Special having your sister in there too, alongside you, and you must train in, day out. You must have a good bond.
Yeah, we have a really good bond. I love her so much.
Now, that new high performance centre, well, not so new now in the Waikato, how much of an impact has that had on your swimming?
It's had a really good impact. It's a really good environment, and the coach is amazing, and we just get really good support, and I really enjoy it.
What is some of that support that maybe you might not have got back before that was put together?
So we get a physio, and we just get a little bit more individual focus We're hoping to introduce some more extra things, but at the moment we're just kind of building slowly as we get things kind of more it's kind of hard to explain. Like you start at the base, so the physio is more like the base you want to get that used to, and then you kind of build off that, like nutritionists and psychology and stuff like that.
Well, at that pointy end, that's the sort of support you need. Congratulations, Arella, on another great swim.
And introducing our finalists now in event 117, the 200 metres freestyle multi-class for women in lane 3 from Aquagym, Charlotte Murphy. In lane 4 from Hamilton Aquatics, Quinn Pike. And in lane 5 from Whakatane Swim Club, Chloe Gladwin.
And Quinn Pike in lane 4, her own S19 New Zealand record at 2:21.43. She was just outside of that this morning, but we've seen some fast times in the evening, so this could be another one to fall. We'll check out the splits as we go through. So 109 this morning, 109 through the 100 metres, so we'll keep a check on that. And coming up to the 100 metre mark for Quinn Pike.
Yeah, so nearly a whole second faster there through the 100. 109.0 this morning, 108.06 here. So looking really good set, really explodes into this third 50. Really starts to bring in that kick. Clearly the race plan is to attack the third 50 here, set herself up nicely and doing a great job. Again, as we said, already a second up on where she was this morning.
Yeah, we've heard this from her quite a few times about going out a bit quicker, and she has done that. And a second doesn't sound like a lot, but it's definitely going to make a difference here when she's trying to go just under a second quicker to get her New Zealand record or get her PB. It's just whether that extra second in the first 100 is going to have an impact on the second 200 in terms of her energy levels. Chloe Gladwin turns for home.
And Chloe Gladwin as well, 2 seconds under where she was this morning, so looking on track for a good swim there.
And coming through the time, 2:21.43 is the New Zealand record for S19. 2:21, she's done it by 5/100ths of a second. Congratulations, Quinn Pike, new S19 New Zealand record. Chloe Gladwin coming in at 2:37, and she keeps that 2-second margin to go under her time from this morning. And Charlotte Murphy heads on down to the 150 metre mark. .25 metres to go for Charlotte Murphy. Hard to know without the clock clicking over there, but whether it's going to be a sub-4 minuter. She's regularly taken 5 seconds off evening swims, so I'm sure it's a possibility. .402.40, pretty close, and a good improvement of 4 seconds from this morning. And that's regular for Charlotte Murphy. Well done to all the girls across that. We'll catch up with our winner shortly. Congratulations, Quinn. Another New Zealand record. It was only a little bit, but it's a New Zealand record all the same. Your own one there. Good to see that you're continuing to improve. That time, were you hoping to go a bit quicker tonight, or is that about where you wanted to land?
Yeah, I would have liked to go a bit quicker, but it's PB, so...
You went out 1 second quicker over the first 100, so that's probably where the difference was. That's fantastic. In terms of your freestyle stroke, what is one of the things you really continue to work on? What is something you think about in training every day that you need to get right?
I think I need to work on my back end a bit, yeah.
And how do you do that? Is that just more training sessions, more efforts in each of the sets?
I don't know, I guess just not switching off towards the end of sets.
Well, it's certainly coming. Every night you're coming into these finals, you're doing a great job. Congratulations, Quinn Pike, on her 200 freestyle. Well done, Quinn.
Introducing your finalists now for event 40, the 13-year-old 200-metre freestyle for men in lane 0 from Hawke Pakuranga, Lucas Wong. In lane 1 from Sumuroturua, Noah Lomas. In lane 2 from Parnell, James Zhang. In lane 3 from the United States, Cooper Kitchen. In lane 4 from North Shore, Grayson Coulter. In 5 from Australia, Tyrell Nemeth Ford. In lane 6 from North Shore, Dominic Barton. In 7 from Jazzy, Zachary Horton. In 8 from Waitakere, Manson Meng. And in lane 9 from Liz Van Wheelie Aquatics, Fletcher Cummings. As the first of our boys' finals hit the water. I mean, eyes are on the middle of the pool. It's more of a question of how fast is he going to go and how much might he break this record by. Took 2 seconds off the New Zealand age group national record here this morning for his 1:54.80. He was pushed along though. He was swimming next to Ariel in those heats, swim out with some clear water in front of him tonight. He's improved every time he's hit the water so far here this week, so we'll keep an eye on the splits as we roll through.
And looking across, we've got visitors either side of him from United States and Australia. It'll be the other swimmers, Dominic Barton, Zachary Horton in 6 and 7, or Noah Lomas and James Zhang in 1 and 2 that will join on the podium tonight. So wanting to see how they land. Grayson Coulter goes through 55.37. And he's had a habit of breaking his own New Zealand records again at night and really doing it by quite a margin. And looking across the New Zealand age group records, I mean, Daniel Loader held the one at 15 years at 1:53.64.
Yeah.
So, yeah, a lot of...
And absolutely looking at that 100 split, though, Grayson Coulter was slightly slower out than he was this morning, was out in a 54.95 through the 100, 55 tonight. So 1:25.8, so it makes you wonder, is there a little bit more pacing? Is 4 days of fantastic racing starting to take its toll on him?
Well, I think he had Ariel in this final 25, was really pushing him. He wanted to get in front there. So he's out on his own now, so let's see what he can do. Grayson Coulter breaking records right across the week. Winning the 13-year-old boys, a 154.80. He's just outside of that now, 156.44. And a convincing win. The Australian gets there, then the American, then it'll be lane 6, Dominic Barton for the silver. The bronze will go to Zachary Horton in lane 7. And you can just see Zachary Horton counting whether he's made the podium. Yes, you have. Bronze. Good man.
Yeah, and as we see the replay there, looks really nice and strong coming into that water. I think his stroke really is built for that 200-metre distance. Obviously a little bit slow, but looks really strong, really gets up over top of that water nicely.
Introducing, well, there's the result there, introducing your 14-year-old boys, 200 freestyle. Lane 0, Jackson Rowlands, Aquablades. Lane 1, William Tai, Ngātai Tuatea, Ataraika Swimming. 2, William Callow, Aquagym. 3, Zondre Herbs, Whakatane Swim Club. 4, Charlie Dickerson, Ngātai Tuatea, Taraika Swimming. 5, Everett Williams, Matamata Swim Club. 6, Tyler Lushcott, United Swim Club. 7, Charles Jesson, Kiwi West. 8, Semiosi Tukia, St Paul's. 9, Grayson Swanepoel, Coast. Very even across the field down the first 25. Good fast rating from Everett Williams, Tyler Lushcott in 6th. Trying to hold on to that pace, but he's now it's the middle lanes that go through the first 50. Around about 27.5. Emerging off the turn with a good piece of underwater work, Everett Williams from Matamata.
Yeah, and Charlie Dickinson there in lane 4. They're very distinctive, seems to throw his arms up over the top, really rolls through that stroke. We saw it last night as he took out the 400-metre freestyle. So he's starting to pull his way just that little bit here into the front of this 100-metre mark, followed closely by Everett Williams of Matamata in lane 5, who is also having a really, really strong meet.
Only 1 second separating them through the heats, but now Charlie Dickerson has used this 25 metres off the wall to really create a space, a gap between him and Everett Williams, coming in with 75 metres left to swim. Really getting that lunge working for him as he comes up to the final turn. Sitting third at the moment looks to be lane 3, Zondre Herbs from Whakatane. He's worked himself in a good position, maybe could challenge Everett Williams here for a silver. Now well out on his own, Charlie Dickerson. Everett Williams trying to hold on to the silver, breathing off to his left. But also we've got Zondre Herbs starting to tire now. And look at Tyler Lushcott seeking an opportunity here to get on the podium. But it'll be Charlie Dickerson who wins it in style, this 200 freestyle for 14-year-old boys. Everett Williams hangs tough for the silver. Tyler Lushcott rewarded with a bronze from lane 6. 1:59, the only one under 2 minutes there amongst the 14-year-old boys. Introducing the 15-year-old boys 200 freestyle. 0 from North Shore, Sean Berg. Lane 1 from Hawke Pakaranga, Aidan Taylor. 2 from Trojan, Sam Skidmore. 3 from Swim Rotorua, Leo English. 4 from Coast Swimming Club, Liam Curling. 5 from Coast, Alex Sanford. 6 from Wharanui, Soren Wells. 7 from Mount Maunganui, Sheldon Hogan. 8 from Pirates, Declan Broadfoot. Lane 9 from New Caledonia, Theo Delande. Well, Liam Curling had a really good heat. It was the second to last heat. He won that convincingly with his 1:59. And so now he joins some of the swimmers who are in the final heat. Yeah, and he goes out quickly too.
Liam Curling really fast over that 50 and 100 metre mark. Probably the purest sprinter of the group in the pool. The likes of Soren Wells, Leo English, and Alex Sanford, probably not so much 50 and 100 guys, probably more that 200, 400 distance is their preference. So Liam Curling wanting to get out in front of that. We've seen that there with a very fast split.
And Leo English, you can see that rating in that, but he's trying to give it as much as he can across this first 100 to stay in touch with Curling here. Alex Sanford really builds from the back end of his races as well, so I have to watch him, the Coast teammate in lane 5. Soren Wells there too in the red cap, just can't start coming alongside Alex Sanford. But Curling out in front at the moment. Leo English closing that gap.
Yeah, and Liam Curling through in a 54.65 to that 100. Leo English pacing himself well, just over a second behind him, but really starting to close that gap. We know he's got some great endurance in there.
Does Curling have the goods to bring it home? We're soon going to find out. Half a body length less now. Curling fighting for this lead over Leo English, the winner of the 1500 metre freestyle. Starting to come up alongside him now. Leo English and Liam Curling with 25 metres to swim. Curling breathing off the other side, can't see him. English peering his way, it's going to come all the way to the finish, but no, English has got him at the finish. A great swim for Leo English to win it. And Liam Curling pushed to 1:57.30. Soren Wells takes out the bronze. 2 minutes, points 2-3. And Alex Sanford just outside of the medals. And you wonder whether the breathing on the other side would have made the difference. Good on you, Leo. That was a close one, that one. 200 freestyle. Very different to some of the longer events where you have a chance, the time to build into it. Here, we're just watching. It looked like you just were going flat out from the very beginning and hoping that you could haul in at the end.
Oh, man. If I didn't have Liam to push me in the start, that would have been way harder. But much love to him.
Absolutely. What does this one mean to you, coming down to the 200 metres, collecting that off a very talented Liam Curling as well?
I mean, I wouldn't call myself much of a sprinter, so I'm pretty happy I could take that one out. But yeah, big ups to all the boys.
When Liam goes out that quickly, you know, what's going through your head? Is it just trusting that, you know, you've got enough of the goods in the final stages to bring it home?
I really thought he had me. I seen his feet at after the first 50 and I thought he was gone. But yeah, I'm pretty happy I could take that one back.
Leo English, ladies and gentlemen, turn to freestyle champion.
And introducing your finalists for the 16-year-old final in the 200-metre freestyle. In lane 0 from Coast, Ethan O'Mara. In lane 1 from Wharanui Swim Club, Alexander Kivilev. In 2 from Mount Maunganui, Riley McEwen. In 3 from United, Bradley Searle. In 4 from Sumuroturua, Ariel Machirahondo. In lane 5 from Hamilton Aquatics, Orlando Hardy. In 6 from Capital, Damon Kraus. In 7 from Roskill Swim Club, Rui Howe. In 8 from St. Paul's, Kagan Boonen. And in lane 9 from Icebreaker, Sam Rao.
Orlando Hardy probably gets the pip at the start there. Really good underwater work. Just comes out just ahead of Machirahondo.
Yeah, and Orlando really fast over the 50, over the 100. We saw him go 51.6 earlier in the week over that 100. So not relying on that speed so much here early on. 26.6 is still a very impressive split, but 25.88 from Ariel. Again, another swimmer backing up from that 200 butterfly. He just had a fantastic 200 in the 200 butterfly, so it takes a lot of work to be able to get there. He's probably just been swimming the entire time since that race and looking really smooth, really strong here at the moment.
Nice high-elbowed freestyle, getting those hands in the perfect position for the catch at the front, Ariel Machirahondo, and just be the length of that stroke from start to finish almost unmatched here at the New Zealand Age Group Championships. And just sneaking that breath into the side doesn't really interrupt the technique. Goes through in a 54.23 New Zealand record, age group record held. It's 151.35. It's held by Corey Main. And the qualifying time, 151.65 for World Juniors. That will be on his mind. That will be the target, as well as the national title.
Yeah, and nearly a whole second there faster through the 150-metre mark. He was just slightly faster at 100, a whole second at the 150. So really turning it on here over the back 50.
Coming through to the finish. Might be just out of reach, 151.65. Just outside, 152.25. Great performance all the same from Ariel Machirahondo. Second goes to Rui Ho, comes in for the silver, and he's pretty happy with himself. Third goes to Orlando Hardy. Ariel, congratulations on your 16-year-old age group title there. 1:52.2, just a fraction off that qualifying time. I'm sure it's going to come soon, that one. You look tired at the end. It's been a big night. How are you feeling?
I'm really happy with that. I'm happy I could step it up and improve from this morning. And I'm just happy I managed to do the double and just try my best in both of them.
Now, looking forward to tomorrow, the last day. A little bit of an easier day for you, 200 IM tomorrow?
Yeah, hopefully I can just give that one my best shot, but last day I guess it's just more of a mental challenge, like who can get up and swim their best. But yeah, I'm excited for that.
In terms of preparing yourself for these races, you've got, you finished the session, you've got the dinner afterwards, and getting that good sleep. How important is that good sleep, that routine between now and tomorrow?
Yeah, it's really important. I thank you to my team manager for getting those dinners ready really early so we can just have some of them at the pool and then just get back and sleep. That really helps a lot. And even the lunches, she gets those done really early so I can just have a nap between the breaks. So yeah, that helps a lot.
What's her name?
Jackie English.
Jackie English, you're a champion. Setting the bar high for all the other team managers. Good on you, Ariel Mochira Hondo, winner of the 16-year-old boys 200 freestyle.
And introducing our finalists for event 118, the 200-metre freestyle multi-class final. In lane 3 from Otaki Titans, Lucas Robbins. In lane 4 from Papamoa Swimming Club, Thomas McGill. Lane 5 from Porirua City Aquatics, Nathaniel Wood. And in lane 6 from Danny Virk, John T. Howland.
Busy program for some of these boys. Back again after the 100 metres breaststroke. Thomas McGill, the first swim of the evening for him. A 2:18.03 this morning. He'd have to go a 2:14.18 to break the 16 and under S19 record held by Daniel Smith.
And we have seen Thomas drop some time here in finals this week. It also seems to be the trend of the evening, so we wouldn't put it out past him. We'll keep an eye on the splits for a 2:18. Probably going to want to be here through the 100 and around that 1:05, 1:06 mark to give himself some space. As he's through in a 1:07, looking really strong if he can maintain.
Starting to bring the kick in now. Thomas McGill, second 100. The boys go through. Lucas Robbins and Nathaniel Wood. John T. Howland approaching the halfway mark as well. Thomas McGill, 2:18.23, just outside of his time from this morning. And Nathaniel Wood hopefully has had his almonds because they give him the energy. And here he comes, 2:42.80. Yes. He's done a great job. 3 seconds faster. Lucas Robbins gone 3. Nathaniel Woods about 2.5. Jonty Howland coming through, looking for under a 3:33 from this morning. .327, 6-second improvement, or 5 and a bit for Jonty Howland. Great job. And the winner, Thomas McGill. Right on, Thomas. There's some real consistency there. 2:18.0 in the morning, 2:18.2 this evening. Well done. Now, you were talking about your other sports the other day. Water polo, was it? Surf. Now, I'm guessing in water polo they get you to swim for the ball. Is that right?
Yeah, sometimes.
And I bet you never lose the ball for your team.
No, never.
No, that's awesome. That's awesome. Your performance tonight, any reflections on that one?
I mean, I just pushed myself. I listened to my coach's advice and I tried my best. So, yeah.
Looked really, really smooth. Another good win for you. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
And we will take a quick ad break before we return to the action with some relays to wrap up our evening's racing.
Freestyle for tomorrow night. And while we welcome back our viewers as well, the girls' 1500 metre has been reseeded, so please check with the resolutions desk or check Swimify. That's the girls' 1500 metre freestyle for tomorrow night, reseeded. Welcome back to our viewers watching. We move now to the relays. Event 41, the 4x100 metre girls relay, 13:14. And there is one timed final, and they are behind the blocks, ready to go. In lane 1, New Caledonia. Lane 2, Hawke Pakaranga. Lane 3, North Shore Swimming B. 4, Wharanui A. 5, North Shore A. 6, Pukekohe A. And lane 8, Triton Swim Club A. So this is it, the only time final, the only final, it is the final. No other time final to consider times with. The winner of this event will win the medals. Wharanui A heading out, and Tandia Fisher, fresh off her win from earlier this evening.
Yeah, and the Wharanui team, the same team that won the 4x50 200 freestyle relay a couple of nights ago. So running it back with the same strategy, leading off with Tandia Fisher, who will hand it over to Olivia Vivian, obviously extending the distance out to 100, changes the race strategy just a little bit. But Tandia Fisher, she was a medalist in the 100-metre freestyle. I believe it was silver, so she's putting them in a good spot here to let these other girls swim with a little bit of a lead. Olivia Vivian, the specialist breaststroker, but is very sharp over the 50 and 100 freestyle as well.
Amber Lynn goes in for North Shore A in 4. And it is Olivia Vivian for Wharanui. Tasia van der Westhuizen for North Shore B. So it's two North Shore teams sitting second and third at the moment, chasing down Wharanui. But it's really going to be North Shore A and Wharanui with the chance for a gold here. Coming up to the halfway mark of this 4x100 metre freestyle relay. Next swimmers readying themselves on the blocks. That margin closed a little bit here. Amber Lynn's done a good job. Lily Dunn goes in for Wharanui. Jasmine Reeder chasing for North Shore Swimming A.
Yeah, and Lily Dunn had a really great 50 split in the relay the other night, was the fastest on the team. She really backed herself over the 50 metres. She'll want to put herself in a good position to hold off Jasmine Reeder here of North Shore. The race, absolutely the first two swimmers. And I think now, as a relay team, you start looking into, especially if you're not in the first place team, do you throw out the normal race strategy of the 100? Do you have to chase someone down and back yourself over the last 50? Or do you just hope that someone in front of you maybe closes that gap on their own? Yeah, Wharanui absolutely in the driving seat. They'll want to stick as close to their individual 100 race plans as possible and put that pressure on North Shore.
Well, for the final swimmer, Taylor Cox of Wharanui, a little bit of comfort there, knowing she's got a little bit of a margin over Charlotte Welch. Charlotte Welch goes in for North Shore.
And a really good time there, Lily Dunn, 1:02.76, holding off Jasmine Reeder's 1:03.50. And Taylor Cox, a fierce competitor. She competes in a lot of sports, a really well-rounded athlete. She's getting to swim a couple of anchor legs here this week, what we often called the glory legs back in the day. Either the leg that took over the lead or at least being the one that gets to finish off the race, and looking really nice here through the first 50 in a 29.1.
And Charlotte Welch goes through in a 29.93. And this looks like it's Wharanui A's day today for the 13, 14-year-old girls, 4x100 metre freestyle relay. Charlotte Welch bringing North Shore A home, North Shore B in 3 with Chanel Huang. And the girls excited at the end of the pool to welcome in Taylor Cox. North Shore A second, North Shore B third. It'll be Hawke Pakaranga for fourth. And lane 6, Mika Mills brings in Pukekohe.
As we take a quick look back at the replay on the start there, Tandia Fisher setting up the Wharanui team so nicely, nearly a 2 body length lead out there over the first 100 metres. The important, fast but safe relay changeovers at each leg as well. Always important not to get caught up in that excitement mid-relay.
And a 1:01 for Taylor Cox to finish off. Just looking at some of those replays of the finish there. Here she comes in. And there's that result. We move now to the 13, 14-year-old boys, 4x100 freestyle relay. 0 is Parnell Swimming B. Lane 1, North Shore Swimming B. 3 is Parnell A. 4, North Shore A. 5, Coast A. 6, United A. And 7, Hawke Pakaranga A. Look at the speed here of the first 100 metres. This is Parnell A with Yifan Zhang wanting to give his team the very best start, and thinking back to some of the other ones, this is exactly their tactic. Just get out in front, put the fast swimmers front up, and fill the rest of the team with confidence.
Yeah, and it's definitely, there's two kind of strategies, well, a few strategies for relay swimming. You either want to load from the front or really rely on the back half of the team. And I think it comes down to the kind of swimmers that you've got on your team. If you've got swimmers that really like to be in a race, you want to put them out the front, lead from the front. Or if some, I swam with a couple of swimmers back in the day, absolutely love the idea of chasing people down on a relay, and were often 2 or 3 seconds faster when they could see someone just out in front of them. So you'd always try to put them a little bit in that position.
Coast Swimming Club take over the lead. That was Braden, lane 5, Alwyn Wang in there now, or Alwyn Wang in there for 4, Zach Donaldson now in there for Coast. It was Case Glintmeyer that led off in a 55.77. Great start for Coast A. And he ended up pipping Yifan Zhang at the 100 metre mark. Zach Donaldson here holding the lead for Coast A. Parnell's Calvin Zhang in second. Third, North Shore, Alvin Wang. Going next for Coast, Murray Barnes. Murray Barnes goes in. Could this be Coast night tonight? Henry Wang for North Shore A. Michael Chen for Parnell. Coast holding on to a good lead here with Murray Barnes. But they're going to have a good margin. You've got Grayson Coulter anchoring for North Shore A and 4. William Wang for Coast A and James Zhang for Parnell. Coast with one or 1.5 seconds lead here. William Wang goes into the water. He's going to have to really give it everything here. James Zhang for Parnell.
And the one to watch, Grayson Coulter is into the water. He probably the pick of the bunch of this age group. He's going to absolutely fly. Does he have enough pull to work with to catch them up? He's almost picked up Parnell here on the first 10. We'll keep an eye on the splits.
William Wang, can he hold on for Coast here? Grayson Coulter chasing him down. Grayson Coulter soaring past William Wang, but can Coast hold on to a silver? North Shore A are going to win this. Can Coast hold off Parnell? I think they will. Maybe. Coulter wins it. William Wang misses out. No, he doesn't. He gets the silver for Coast. Grayson Coulter coming from third to first. William Wang takes silver for Coast. Parnell, bronze. Exciting lead changes there in the 13, 14-year-old boys 4x100 freestyle relay.
Yeah, and looking at the splits there, Grayson Coulter splitting a 51.9 on that last 100 metres. Was always going to be hard to hold him off over that last 100 metres, charging up there from behind.
Yeah, when you look at it that way, 51.9. I bet the rest of the swimmers actually did a really good time. They probably did PBs. So well done to all the teams in that event. We move now to the girls 16 and under 4x100 metre freestyle relay. There are 2 time finals. Time final number 1, you have lane 3, St Paul's Swim Club B. Lane 4, St Peter's Swim Club A. And lane 5, Aquablades.
As our first time final hits the water, Alana Rawson, a couple of gold medals to her name in the individual events this week. Very sharp over the 50 and the 100, using those underwaters to her advantage, as we will see here on this first turn. Kicks all the way out 7, 8, 9 metres off that wall, looking very relaxed through this first 100.
Ella Chastain readies herself, the 13-year-old, to go in after Alana Rawson. Kaylee Smith goes in for St Paul's. Shyla Kennard in for Aquablades. Great to bring the clubs together for these relays. The bond's already pretty strong, probably amongst all the swimmers in the club, but it's awesome to do an event together. And some of these clubs opting to go for some of the younger swimmers to make up their team.
And having a really impressive swim here on this leg. Shyla Kennard of Aquablades from the Napier region, looking really, really strong here. She was down in a 30-point. Nearly 2 seconds faster than any of the other 2 in the field, and charging home here as well through the second leg, handing over nicely to Emma Eiston.
Aquablades now taking a bit of a handy lead now over St Paul's, and a similar margin back to St Peter's. Anchor swimmers lining up for Aquablades. Talon Hickford, 16-year-old. You've got the 13-year-old Serena Tang for St Peter's, and 16-year-old Emma Fletcher. Serena Tang doing a great job here. Getting into the race here, racing it off with St. Paul's.
Yeah, a little bit of battle, the Hamilton region there in lane 3 and lane 4. A little bit of bragging rights potentially. Serena Tang having a really good first 50, 30.15. Talon Hickard for Aquablades at 29.50 down through that first 50, putting them in a good position. And as always, there's always a chance that there could be a medal won from this early time final. Doesn't necessarily mean you are out of it. Here in heat number 1, important to put up a good time. And in these longer heats, also club points available for getting yourself into the top 10.
Well done to our 3 teams in time final number 1. The second time final, the fastest 10 teams in lane 0, Coast Swimming Club A. One, Hawke Pakaranga A. 2, Phoenix Aquatics A. 3, Club 37 A. 4, United A. 5, Hamilton Aquatics A. 6, North Canterbury A. 7, St. Paul's A. 8, Hamilton Aquatics B. 9, North Shore A. Lane 3 goes out hard. Kiri Yamagami takes them out. Club 37. From memory, she did a 58 seconds in the 100 metres freestyle. She goes out in a 28.0.
And a really nice 100 freestyle stroke. We know Club 37 well known for their abilities over that shorter distance. She has a nice long stroke, really gets a good catch. Important in the 100 freestyle. You don't want to spin the arms quite as much as the 50. Still got a little bit of time to get a good catch and let that kick settle in behind you.
A 59 flat. Great skills to come into the wall without the breath, about 7 metres out when you're gasping for a breath. Great sign. So Club 37 in lane 3 lead the way, being chased by Kayla Knight United and Indiana Riley.
Yeah, big night for the Riley sisters. 200 fly, 200 free, and now this as well. Obviously Indiana only in the 200 freestyle, and this leading off for Hamilton Aquatic. She's put them back in the race. Kayla Knight, though, of United, slowly closing that gap between her and Club 37's Macy Haynes. A number of these girls already swum the 200 freestyle tonight. Fairly natural transition from the 200 to the 100. fourth place at the moment. Lane 2, Phoenix Aquatics. But the battle is in the middle of the pool. Lanes 3, 4 and 5. Can anyone catch Club 37? Mila Tongalea of United, very good over the 50. We saw her hang in there for the 100. Has a fairly nice stroke over the 100 metres for a sprinter. Keeps the arms long, gets that catch out in front of her. Well balanced, she charges her way past Marley Coverdale of Club 37.
Final swimmers go into the water. Frankie Dodansky is away for United with a body length lead over Club 37's Kerry Lovett. Sophie Peters in lane 5. The pressure on Dodansky here to try and hold this lead and get it done for United. Club 37 getting some pressure now from Sophie Peters from Hamilton Aquatics. The silver medal under threat here. Sophie Peters goes past Kerry Lovett for Club 37 and starting to approach Frankie Dodansky now. Frankie Dodansky, can she hold on for the win for United? She does so, 4:01.88, just 0.5 a second in it. Great swim there for Sophie Peters. She swam a 1 minute 0.74. Pretty much nearly 2 seconds faster than the rest of the 100 freestylers on lane 3 and 4 at least.
Again, looking at those changeovers, many swimmers starting to really adopt that step over start.
And we'll catch up with the winning team United. Girls United winning relay team, second win of the week, I believe, isn't it? Second relay win. Congratulations. That was the early swimmers that got that lead, and then Frankie coming in to finish the job for the team. What does it mean for a second win this week, Frankie?
So amazing, so exciting, the best people, so yeah.
Who decides what order you swim in? Is that you guys, or does coach tell you? Coach tells you. That was a good combo tonight. Round of applause for United, ladies and gentlemen. Relay winners in the 16 and under girls.
We move to the timed finals for our last event for this evening, event 44, the 400 freestyle relay for the men's 16 and under age group. In lane 3, we have St. Paul's B. In lane 4, Aquablades A. And in lane 5, North Shore B. Timed final number 1 of 2 into the water. Our 3 teams here looking to do their best to get themselves into that top 10 and potentially that top 3 spot. Ryan Hewitson of North Shore's B team leading the way at the moment. Hewitson down in a 27-26. Lachlan Collins of St. Paul's starting to close the gap just a little bit here. Over that last 50 metres. Dmitry Kuzmenkov of North Shore coming down through the second leg. We've seen him have some great relay splits and a lot of good breaststroke swims, maybe the freestyle relay swimming on the second team, but doing his best here to put North Shore into a great spot down in a 27.5. He's going to split in a 57 flat. The fastest of the second leg swimmers. A really good fast change over there between Sonny Liu and Sean Burke of North Shore. It's going to need it. We've seen Max Cave have some very fast opening 50s in these relays here this week, more notably in the backstroke races, but a very good swimmer over that 50 to 100 distance. He's going to try his best to put the Aquablades team back in this race. He splits nearly a whole second faster than Sean Burke there over the first 50. The arms start to tie up a little bit. Sean Burke manages to kick away there over that next 25 metres. All of Max's energy may have gone into that first 50 trying to catch him up. It will be North Shore B finishing off a start to finish victory here for our first time final of event 44. A good strong start for North Shore. They had about a body length after the first 100 metres and never looked back. A late challenge by the Aquablades team, but not quite enough in the end. We move now to introduce your finalists in the second time final of the boys 16 and under 400 metre freestyle relay in lane 0, Jazzy A. In lane 1, Ngātai Tuatia Ataraika A. In lane 2, St. Paul's A. In lane 3, Phoenix A. In lane 4, Coast A. In lane 5, North Shore A. In lane 6, New Caledonia. In lane 7, United A. In lane 8, Hawke Pakuranga A. And in lane 9, Hamilton Aquatics.
Liam Curling leads off for Coast A. Jacob Humphreys, but Bruce Shannon 3, he'll be out very quickly as well. But they put the big sprinting guns at the front for the first 100. Liam Curling doing a 51 in the individual 100 event, and he goes through first.
And fresh off a 200, where that first 100 he was flying the back half a little bit slower. Down here in lane 9, Orlando Harding of Hamilton Aquatics putting them in the race from lane 9, but Liam Curling at the moment for Coast leading off really well. It's going to be about a body. Keep an eye on that 51.9 from the other day.
52.16. A great start for Coast A. Alex Sanford in the water now. Andrew Fengen for North Shore. Chris Kamala for Phoenix. And out here, it's Isaac Wren for Hamilton Aquatics in 9. This is a good lead for Coast at the 150 metre mark.
Coast looking really good. Alex Sanford there splitting 25.87. Alex Sanford probably more of a middle distance guy, looking really nice. Good rotation to the torso, good long arms out in front. Hitting that water with a little bit of a straight arm, engaging that catch, using that to move those hips out of the way, get that good powerful breath.
Ethan O'Mara goes in for Coast, and a split time of 54.49 for Alex Sanford. And just looking across the field at other threats here to Coast win, Michael Brady in for North Shore. He's been a solid performer in both the relays and just come out of that third place in the 100 breaststroke this evening. Brian Jong for Phoenix, Finn Fremantle for St Paul's. I think they've done enough here. They are well out in front, Coast. And to finish off, it'll be Grayson Swanepoel, the 14-year-old. But he's got some 16-year-olds that will be chasing him down. It's not quite over yet, Matt, I don't think.
No, we're going to need some impressive swims to close this gap, but Grayson Swanepoel has 100 metres in front of him between Coast and a gold medal in this race. We'll see what the others can do to close that gap.
Elwyn Bell heads away, chasing down Grayson Swanepoel. Osbert Gu there, been a great anchor leg for Phoenix all week.
And Grayson Swanepoel, a very fast swimmer, but Elwyn Bell does have 2 years on him. We'll look at the first splits. Grayson Swanepoel 26.0. Elwyn Bell 25.3.
Coast, can they hold on here? A really good first 50 split by Grayson Swanepoel. Could this be a win for Coast?
It's going to be close.
Coast is coming through. Elwyn Bell trying to chase him. A body length clear. Coast will win it. North Shore A will get second. And third, lane 3 will go to Phoenix Aquatics with Osbert Gu. And a real team effort from Coast to bring it home. A 55.68 for Grayson Swanepoel, the 14-year-old, to anchor and win for Coast. We'll catch a word with the Coast team at the media screen. Good on you guys. Coast Swimming Club here, the winner of the 16 and under boys 4x100 metre freestyle relay. Great start by you, Liam, to lead off the team. And I want to get a word with Grayson. Grayson, bit of pressure on your shoulders there to bring it home for the team. You had some 16-year-olds chasing you down. What was going through your head as you saw the swimmer coming in?
Honestly, just trying to push through. After that 200 free, I was feeling a little bit dead, so just had to keep going.
55.8, how does that stack up in terms of 100 freestyle for you?
Pretty good, I reckon it's a PB.
Bit of a flyer, but hey, nothing like trying to win it for your team. Give them a round of applause. Coast Swimming Club, winners of the 16 and under.
Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for the technical officials for this evening, who may now leave poolside. And we will take a quick ad break before we return with a quick wrap up and then the final medal presentations for this evening.
Escape to Hawke's Bay, and you'll find yourself in great company here. Welcome to the world's newest great wine capital.
We're going to try and do the wine styles that Hawke's Bay does best. These are the varieties that we champion.
Got the ovation, lamb rub. Enjoy.
Welcome to Hawke's Bay. You're in great company here.
Here's a helmet. Here's a mat. See you at 4.
Hawke's Bay is the world's newest great wine capital.
Swell it a little bit and just opens it up.
Welcome back. We have concluded the final session on this day 4, and just wrapping up some of the top performances from tonight. Ariel Machirohondo set the place on fire with his 200 metres butterfly mat, that 2 minutes, 0.02.
Yeah, and oh so close to being a 1:59 something, but a really, really impressive swim. You know, we weren't sure how much he had left in the tank after getting that World Junior qualifying time in the morning, and you know, very clearly had quite a bit left to go. Really attacked the race early on. He was much faster down that third 50, and as we see that finish, just maybe even a little bit more there to get that 1:59 in there. But a fantastic swim to cap off, really a fantastic week.
The 100 breaststroke, 13-year-old boys. Michael Yang had performed so well all week with that 200, the 50, and now the New Zealand age group record of the 100, 107.
Yeah, completes not only the Triple Crown, but the Triple Crown for national age group records as well. Really impressive breaststroker there coming out of that Phoenix squad.
Next performer was Quinn Pike. She was just 3/100 of a second underneath her own New Zealand record, but hey, great to see her continuing to improve and chase her own records.
Yeah, absolutely. You can only do so much as keep improving on your own time, so she's doing a really, really good job here. It's a long week just about to keep coming in, keep setting those best times. It's great to see.
Worth a mention too, just half a second off that World Junior qualifying time for Ariel Machirohondo on that 200 freestyle, 1:52.2. I'm sure that's going to be one he'll collect maybe at the New Zealand Championships in a few weeks' time. And congratulations to a few of the other swimmers collecting the Triple Crown. We call it 50, 100, 200 in their strokes. Well done. We'll be back after this break for the second of the medal presentations.
Apollo Projects is New Zealand's trusted specialist for the design and construction of sports, aquatics and education centres, and is proud to be the principal sponsor of Swimming New Zealand.
Moving now to the medal presentation for the 200 metre freestyle. Presenting medals is Michelle Gillies from North Shore. Thank you, Michelle. Bronze medal to Marley Coverdale, Club 37, 2:16.98. Silver, Annalise Miller, Neptune, 2:12.86. And the gold, Hope Wang, Phoenix Aquatics, 2:12.53. 14-year-old girls, Alana Rawson wins the bronze, 2:12.20. Silver goes to Octavia Mahoney, United, 2:08.75. And winning the gold, Tandia Fisher, 2:08.70. Fifteen-year-old girls, bronze, Isabella McIntyre, Tairi Swim Club, 2:11.70. Silver goes to Paige Conley, Whanganui Swim Club, 2:11.63. The winner, Madeline Wilson, Swim Zone Racing, 2:11.11. Sixteen-year-old girls, bronze, Indiana Riley, Hamilton Aquatics, 2:09.64. Silver goes to Charlotte Aburn, Neptune, 2:08.84. And the gold, Ariella Riley, Hamilton Aquatics, 2:07.58. $200 freestyle for girls, multi-class. Bronze medal, Charlotte Murphy, Aquagym, 4:02.40. Silver, Chloe Gladwin, Whakatane Swim Club, 2:37.74. And winning the gold, Quinn Pike in a new S19 New Zealand record from Hamilton Aquatics in 2:21.38. $13-year-old boys, 200 freestyle. Bronze medals to Zachary Horton, Jazzy, 2:07.70, and Cooper Kitchen from the United States of America, 2:06.24. Silver medals go to Dominic Barton, North Shore, 2:06.72, and Tyrell Nemeth Ford, Australia, 2:03.82. Gold medal going to Grayson Coulter, North Shore, 1:56.44. $14-year-old boys, Tyler Lushcott wins the bronze, United, 2:02.38. Silver goes to Everett Williams, Matamata Swim Club, 2:02.22. And winning the gold, Charlie Dickerson, Ngātai Tuatea Ataraika Swimming, 1:59.65. $15-year-old boys, Soren Wells wins the bronze, Wharanui, 2 minutes, .23. Liam Curling wins the silver, Coast, 1:57.30. And winning the gold, Leo English, Swim Rotorua, 1:56.10. $16-year-old boys, bronze, Orlando Hardy, Hamilton Aquatics, 1:58.04. Silver is Rui Roskell, 1:57.63, and winning Ariel Machirahondo, 1:52.25. Swim Rotorua. Multiclass boys 200 freestyle. Bronze goes to Lucas Robbins, Otaki Titans 243.48. Silver, Nathaniel Wood, Porirua City Aquatics 242.80. And Thomas McGill wins the gold from Papamoa 218.23. Four by 100 metre freestyle, girls 13, 14 years. Bronze medalist, North Shore B. India Vaughan, Tasia van der Westhuizen, Brooke Humphreys and Chanel Huang. Silver goes to North Shore A. Lani Kim, Amber Lynn, Jasmine Reeder, Charlotte Welch. And the winner, Wharanui, Tandia Fisher, Olivia Vivian, Lily Dunn, Taylor Cox. The boys 13 and 14, 4 by 100 metre freestyle. Not sure the Coast girls, they're now on the stream, but here we go back to the medal presentation. It's the Parnell team that wins the bronze. Yifan Zhang, Calvin Zhang, Michael Chen, James Zhang. Silver medals go to the Coast Swimming Club team, Case Clintmeyer, Zach Donaldson, Murray Barnes and William Wang. And the gold medal, North Shore Swimming Club A, Dominic Barton, Alwyn Wang, Henry Wang, Grayson Coulter. Next up, the girls 16 and under, 4 by 100 metre freestyle relay medal ceremony. Bronze goes to St Paul's Swimming Club B. Made up of Ashley Calcott, Kaylee Smith, Samantha Alderton and Emma Fletcher. No, it's Club 37 getting the bronze, sorry. Kitty Yamagami, Macy Haynes, Marley Coverdale and Kitty Lovett. Hamilton Aquatics A wins the silver. Ariel Riley, Indiana Riley, Jessica Richardson, Sophie Peters. And the gold medal, United Swimming Club A, Octavia Mahoney, Kayla Knight, Mila Tongalia, Frankie Dodansky. Next up, the 16 and under boys 4x100 metre freestyle relay medal ceremony. Third place is Phoenix Aquatics A. Bruce Shen, Chris Kamala, Brian Chong and Osbert Gu. Silver to North Shore Swimming Club A. Jacob Humphreys, Andrew Feng, Michael Brady, Alwyn Bell. And Coast Swimming Club A wins the gold. Liam Curling, Alex Sanford, Ethan O'Mara and Grayson Swanepoel. Thank you to Michelle Gillies, coach of North Shore, for presenting those medals. Well done to all of the medalists, all the swimmers getting PBs and finalists tonight. We'll have a look at the program for tomorrow morning. And there it is, 200 metres individual medley, the last of our heat sessions for both boys, girls and multi-class, 50 backstroke for able-body and multi-class. Then the 1500 metre freestyle, the first of the time finals for the girls. Then the 800 metre freestyle for the boys. We're live from 8:25 tomorrow morning. Thanks for joining us.